Let's hit record. All right.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hi, Jeremy.
I've chosen the worst week to miss a D&D session.
That is A-okay.
We killed off your character anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Nice! New character? Alright, I'm a bard. I'm here to be a menace to all of society.
I was this close to being a bard.
Bards are cool. Anyway.
So, all in all, it was a very eventful session. Last time, the party was on the Dandy Wanderer, and off in the distance they saw a ship. After a little bit of time, the two ships came together, and suddenly the captain of the Dandy Wanderer, whose name I have forgotten and don't have my notebook in front of me.
I forgot my notebook too. Oh no, I don't know anyone's names anymore, so sorry.
Oliver Passar was what he was going by, but
yeah,
I don't remember
Oliver
his actual
Pastor
name.
or Grim Barbus. Thank you. If I can get one, I can get the other. Or Grim. So Captain Grim Barbus suddenly called out to his men, telling them to attack. And after a few rounds, he said that the west wind will never be fallen. Revealing that you were in fact on the west wind.
There's just no subtlety. He literally just he's like, no, we're not the west wind, and then one day he's like, the west wind will never fall. Excuse me.
At this point, he had kind of considered you guys part of the crew at that point. And
Did he now?
He did. Just a little bit of behind the scenes thing. The reason why at port you guys saw it say the Dandy Wanderer on the side of the ship is that it is enchanted. So when it's in port, it changes to the Dandy Wanderer. When it's out to sea, it says the West Wind.
Of course it does. And none of us ever bothered to check, huh?
No.
It's okay, because we now own the West Wind.
You
so
had a couple
that's
of
gonna come to
opportunities.
helpful.
So anyway.
Did we kill the captain? Where are we at?
Yeah, so there was... So,
Oh yeah, we killed him first.
so
Nice!
They... So during that battle...
I'm so proud of my party. Thank you. You've
Yeah,
done exactly what I would've done.
I chopped him in half. It was great.
Okay, great.
So,
I'm so proud of this community.
So the so-called Duck Boys immediately turned onto the crew of the West Wind and began attacking them. It was seeming very grim at first. All of the guards on... It was called the Boodle, was the other ship. It was a ferry ship that was transporting people back and forth. And so there was only a few guards and mostly just civilians. The few guards were quickly killed. One of them, yeah, except for one, who the captain said to... Who he told his crew to grab. At the time, he thought it was a man. He said, grab the man and bring him here. And he sent the first mate to go and get something from his quarters. The first mate returns with this jagged crown of barbs and such. And he was just about to place it onto the head of the last guard when one of the crewmates of the... sorry, it's not a lot of names.
The West Wind.
Thank you. One of the crewmates of the West Wind came and said, Captain, there's only women and children left, and the captain told the crew to kill everyone. When the last guard began to scream and go into a rage, revealing herself as a green gem dragonborn, or emerald dragonborn.
That's me!
She is a barbarian. And suddenly the fight took a second session, if you will. And during this entire time, Kalia is trying to figure out the best way to dispatch of the pirates, and the only way that she could think of at the time was to blow up the boodle that the crew was on. Collateral damage means that also the civilians would be gone as well. But defeating a greater evil, and Kalia was very distraught to find that where she was hoping the arms and such would be, where cannons and black powder and everything would be, was not there. It being a ferry ship, they converted the armament level to cargo storage. And the entire time Nazintor was looting he was looting the West Wind,
As you do.
shoving as much stuff into his bag of holding as it could feasibly carry. Spartacus, the whole time, was showing off his newly found sea legs, and he was trying to create distractions and trying to dissuade the crew of the West Wind from attacking by claiming that it was a plague ship and trying to use his magical abilities to aid in that. He was partially successful, but not as successful as he was hoping. But eventually they were able to overcome the pirates, killing off the last of the crew. A couple of them jumped overboard, because mostly the ones that thought that it was a plague ship didn't want to get infected, and so they jumped overboard and are attempting to swim away. When the first mate was killed, he was the one with the tattoo on his back that he pulled his 2 cutlasses out of.
As he does.
When he was killed, his tattoos morphed back into the magical needle that created them. And so just sitting on his back was that little magical needle that Nazintor promptly...
Dibs.
Yeah, dibs. Nazintor also used the pixie dust. And a mixture of the pixie dust that he had to fly and his breath weapon to very very successfully take out a lot of the crew members.
Nice move. Let's go.
And
Acid breath has not failed me yet.
And psychic and
I have psychic.
the Emerald Dragonborn using her
That's
psychic.
sick.
So and then just a little note too. We are now using the Fizban's Treasury of Dragons Dragonborn stats for both of our Dragonborns.
Yes, yes.
It gives them a lot of improvements to their breath weapon, and just the improvements that they need as a Dragonborn, in my opinion. So both of them are using those. It means that they have more uses of their breath weapon. It is stronger. And you also both get some special thing, like you're immune when you use your ability. When you use your ability, you are immune to fire or acid damage for that 1 minute.
For like a minute.
And
Same
yours,
with me. I'm immune.
Oh,
to
you're immune to it?
Damage.
And then there was also one other thing that you could do. Wasn't it like flight or something?
No. So I have like Divine Fury, which pretty much means that I can create extra damage with my when I'm in rage. Was it with my breath that you said I had an extra thing?
You should just have something as a Dragonborn in general, but that's okay. We'll figure it out later. Anyway, just Fizban's Treasure of Dragons, fantastic for Dragonborn.
Oh, it's I have an extra ability that's Psionic Mind, so I can message people within 30 feet of me.
Oh, that's right. She can telepathically communicate with people, and they don't have to share a common language in order to understand what she's saying.
Yeah, I'm crazy cool.
Dang.
Okay. And that's where we left off. That's all of the characters.
So is the battle over, or are we still like fighting?
It's
No,
over.
the battle is over.
Battle's over. And
Yeah, no, we destroyed their crew.
Good. Well, how was Wee Liar? Is Steele still around, or was he murdered too?
Oh, was that the second mate?
That was
No.
the cook.
That's the cook.
Oh, I don't know anything.
You can't find Wee Liar.
Okay. Where am I?
Where are you? Do you
Where-
want to be in the ocean? Because
Because that's the only probable explanation I can see as to why my character had
Especially
nothing
since
to do with it.
the ships just like collided into one another and there was a huge bang and everything.
So, I mean, it's kind of up to you. You would have been in the ocean for over an hour.
a
How about-
freezing cold ocean, I might add. Too.
Divine luck, I fell in one of the dinghies of the other ship. And I've been trying to climb out, and I just knocked out, and I've just been unconscious this whole time. How about that?
All right.
Perfect.
Cool. So, first and foremost, as soon as Kalia drags her dislocated shouldered body back onto the ship, she's gonna look at every single one of the survivors and go, seriously? You people are idiots. why would you sail in a ship with no cannons on it? If these people had decided to just start shooting their cannons at you instead of boarding, you all would be dead right now.
We're a ferry.
Yeah. A ferry should still keep some cannons on their ship.
I'm not the captain. I don't know anything.
I'm just saying. I think this is a
terribly, if you want to talk to my captain,
poorly thought out plan here.
You can go talk to my captain. He's still alive, right?
Mm-hmm. He is still alive.
She is gonna rage at this captain. Like, what is wrong with you?
I'm the one that rages.
Yeah, well, she just developed this new thing called rage for stupidity, and anytime someone is stupid around her, she is raging at them. That's just how it's gonna go from now on.
And at this moment, I think Tripo climbs up.
She is
what
yelling
is happening?
just at this captain, tearing into him, going, the only reason your passengers are even alive right now is because you had one really great bodyguard helping us.
Thank you.
Us turning against this pirate crew, and the fact that we got really freaking lucky in multiple instances.
I mean...
You guys should be ashamed of yourselves for being a ferry and putting people at risk like this. If you're gonna keep this darn ship that we have taken over for you, this West Wind, then you better learn how to use its freaking cannons to defend yourselves as a ferry.
I am a first lieutenant, so I really appreciate the compliment of saying I'm cool. So.
Yeah, no, you were great. You did your job. I
Thank you.
couldn't see much of it, but Mizintor's already told me about it with the sending stone that he totally has, and I now have as well. Because we're totally retconning that, so that both of them have the sending stones.
Fair. Well, shoot.
And then she's gonna look and say, "Hey,
You.
Tree fell.
Huh?
Where have you been? Could have used your help about 30 minutes ago."
I
Who
have
you?
been in this boat, and I think I fell unconscious because I opened my eyes, and the other boat was empty, and I'm in a boat.
Cool.
Is this gonna happen often? Because we really need our healer to not just knock themselves out in the first little bit of combat.
You know what? I hope not.
Yeah,
Who's
that
injured?
lady there.
Let's deal with that first.
That
Who's
lady
injured?
over
Anyone
there
dead?
is like almost dead. The lady over there.
Okay.
You see this hanging arm from me? It's dislocated. I can't really use a bow currently.
All right, hold on. This might hurt a little bit. I grab your arm,
Yes.
stick it back in the slot as my cure wounds.
Roll a medicine check.
All right.
It's gonna be interesting.
Do you want to use this?
+5 plus sure. Oh,
It's gonna be very interesting.
Either one. They both lead to the same thing. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's too big.
My metal.
Oh,
doesn't-
wait.
Oh.
There it goes.
Ooh, 16 plus 5, 21.
Okay. This is not your first time placing a shoulder back into its socket. By any means, you've actually done this quite a few times.
It comes with the cure wounds spell.
Yeah,
with the
you first
territory.
learned to do this with your tribe, with your Goliath tribe,
That makes sense.
as they, were very commonly known to be a bit rough when fighting and playing and such. And so Kalia, he comes over and with his large monstrous hands,
Rather brutally. I
ra-
don't think
rather
I'm very
brutally.
subtle about it.
Oh, you're super tall?
I'm 8 feet tall.
he's a Goliath.
Oh.
I'm a half giant, yes.
Wow, you're 2 whole feet taller than me.
Oh
Cool.
gosh.
So, just comes over and shoves your shoulder back into its socket with a very loud pop, and after because the adrenaline is wearing off too, searing pain
8 hit points.
that suddenly kind of resolves itself
With
as
8 magical hit points.
as you regain 8 hit points.
I'm almost to half now.
In my mind, when you gain hit points,
Good.
it's like a painkiller at this point.
Exactly.
Nice.
All right, who else? Is anyone dead? Has anyone been dead for more than a minute? What's going on?
No.
Most of the people that are dead have probably been dead for more than a minute, just
Dang it.
out of the realism of what's kind of transpired.
Well,
Yeah.
your little dwarf dude kind of decided to go take a nap, so I
I-
think he's okay.
Oh, are you sure?
The
know.
gnome?
No, yeah, him. I don't
Oh,
know.
okay. I was like,
I'll
You haven't met Logan
Michael's
yet.
guy. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'll check on him. Thank
The
you.
one with the sea legs.
How about you, Nazintor? Are you fine or?
Surprisingly, for once in my life, I am okay. Also,
Very good.
as a part of that, my money bag is... Our bag of holding is so full of money right now. I'm about to split this money up, which I usually wouldn't do, but I need more room to store cool stuff in.
Where am I
So,
supposed to put
all
it?
of you are now getting 400 gold pieces.
Oh my god.
Because Nazintor currently
That's
has...
Um,
Let's look at this here. Total
Oh yeah,
currency.
wait, is she getting a cut?
Wait.
16,087 gold pieces in his inventory. 132 of those are platinum pieces.
So that's another 1,320
I
gold.
just
Well, no.
realized.
so as
he's gonna
Nazintor,
divvy up this as easily as he can into 4 equal parts, with him just taking the extra 87 and change.
so Nazintor, as you come lugging your bag up the port from below deck, you see the Emerald Dragonborn, and suddenly she has this realization come across her face.
I've seen your guys' faces before.
That's not weird at all.
But it's not in person. It was through a vision.
I immediately attack her.
Just throws a punch.
Roll for attack.
No.
Roll for brawl.
It was from a vision. It was from a vision.
Oh.
I've seen a vision of your guys' faces, and it was right after this like big bright lady chick came down and told me that I need to find you guys.
What kind of a lady chick?
Well, she was glowing, and
What color?
Do you remember?
no,
Purple.
purple. It was purple.
Say something about Eldaf or something like that? Remember
Yeah.
the name? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I found
Inside
this thing.
check.
I found this thing that actually made her appear to me, and I pull out a shard of a sword.
Okay, what I just did in real life is what Trevo does. He just double take, like, excuse me?
Yeah, I found
Yeah,
this
and
thing.
his Zintor eyes
So-
narrow and just he gets this like scowl over his face, like I don't believe you, but
Okay.
now I'm forced to.
Can I like tell you what happened though?
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I travel everywhere because I'm on this ferry thing, and you know sometimes when we stop, I get like 2 weeks of a vacation whenever we stop somewhere. We were in the Badlands, and you know I was just wandering around, and I saw this abandoned building full of like dead skeleton creature things, and I climbed it because I was like, sure, I'd let me see if there's any treasure or anything that I could have as mine.
Oh, so it wasn't in the basement? It was on the top of the tower?
Yeah, I was at the top of the tower.
Yeah, sorry, I just wanted to make that clear for Jeremy here.
It's at the top of the tower.
Technically, we didn't discuss where it was in the tower.
It's at the top now.
That was not Trevo, that was me.
It was at the top of the tower.
But yeah, I climbed the tower, and at the top I saw like this like shard.
Were you
of...
visited by a gold dragon before this at any previous part of this journey?
No.
I don't know if I can believe her.
No, I just
We're both
found
dealing
it.
with PTSD.
I legit just found this tower, climbed it, found the shard, and then once I grabbed it, the lady in purple just glowed towards me and said, "You've been chosen." And I was like, "What?"
She didn't mention that she had to climb over the skeleton of a long dead demon.
Yeah, I had to climb over the skeleton of a long dead demon.
Okay, that's
Alright.
starting to sound slightly more believable.
Okay.
But yeah, the lady was just like, "You've been chosen. You need to find these people," and she showed me all of your faces, and said,
Okay.
"You need to be able to join these people on their journey to help them find the rest of the sword." I'm like, "All right, what's in it for me?" What are you rolling for?
Insight check, 22.
She's
No one trusts, we can't trust anyone anymore.
she
You
is
know this, yes?
100% telling the truth,
Okay.
as far as you can tell.
I walk up to you and I give my hand out to shake your hand.
I shake it with my slightly smaller than yours
Only slightly.
emerald gem hand.
I said, very well. Welcome to the crew, I guess. Is we a crew now, or we're on a boat? Do we call ourselves a crew?
No,
What
we're
do
the
we do?
Duck Boys, obviously.
You're right. Welcome to the Duck Boys.
The Duck Boys.
It's an inside joke. It's fine.
Kalia speaks up. Yeah, they made the name before I came. when I came, it was just all males. So.
I made the joke.
Well, now there's 2 women. Y'all, you need to come up with a new group.
I know.
A new
I said it at first
name.
as a joke, but then it turns out they were taking it very seriously.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah, Treefell is kind of the one who set it up, so you can blame him.
They
for
were
it.
taking it more seriously than I was.
We used to have a duck mascot too.
He's at home.
He's
at
kind of with
home.
a friend though. So.
Yeah, he's at home because we'd rather not have our duck fall in the ocean.
Okay, cool.
Eh.
Yeah. So.
We'll come up with something else.
So, yeah. So Nazintor legitimately divvies up the 137 platinum pieces, giving each of you 40 of them.
Wait, I get some too.
40?
You get 40 platinum.
Okay, 40 platinum.
And now Kalia's not broke anymore. She can buy more
you got,
stuff.
but I mean, like,
She
Is
can
it
buy
just-
more drinks.
I
She
just
doesn't
get
have
the
a
40
problem. She can
platinum?
stop whenever she wants.
Do I just get these 40 platinum?
Yeah,
Cool.
that's it.
I'm part of you now. Yay.
Hello. What was your name?
My name is Naya.
Naya. It's great to meet you. My name is Tree.
Naya's my given name. Neurixius is my clan name.
Ah.
So Neurixius Naya.
We're gonna
Do you
just start
prefer
calling you
Neurixius or do you
Naya
prefer
because
Naya?
I
I
will
prefer
not
Naya.
remember
Oh, right.
Neurixius.
Naya. I
Because
am Tree.
the Neurixius it's the clan name, and so I put it first out of respect.
Ah, makes sense.
But my given name is Naya.
Okay, very well. Yes, I am Treefell. We have Nazintor, we have Kalia, and we have Spartacus, and we have... There's so many names.
Oh, Spartacus is the sea leg dude?
Yeah, that's the sea leg dude.
Okay.
And then we have...
Radgrid.
I'm sorry, I'm still dealing with my... I think I got a concussion. Hold on.
Radgrid.
Radgrid, yes.
Do you need help?
I'm good.
Okay.
We're sturdy.
You're
You're
Because,
also
Give me a moment.
forgetting Thorin, who only shows up on very rare occasions.
Oh, who's Thor?
I don't think. Have you met Thorin?
I don't
Wait,
think.
what
I
day
don't-
is it today?
Never mind. Treefell hasn't met Thorin.
I
Never
don't. Yeah, I
mind.
don't think I've ever actually met
Thorin is Christian's character,
Yeah, I've never met Thor. So sorry.
and you've been playing for over a year.
It'd be like that.
Yeah.
Cool.
It ain't D&D if we ain't got an inconsistent schedule.
But Christian
True.
also has only played twice with this group. He still gets the text messages every time.
Oh well, it happens. Anyway,
It is what it is.
it is what it is. Well, so what's the situation? We have this boat full of civilians. Do we still have the other boat? Did we sink that? What's
No,
going
both
on?
Oh my
of the
gosh,
boats
where's
are
the
still-
kid?
still
Where's the
around.
kid?
Little
Is he
Timmy?
okay? Little Timmy, where is he? Is he okay?
He comes running out from the horde of women,
Timmy! I'm sorry about your father.
comes over and gives you just the biggest hug, and you can just feel as he kind of melts into your embrace, and the reality of what's going on is you can tell is finally hitting him a bit.
I'm sorry.
Little
can't
Timmy
take
is a
care of
little
you, but-
copper dragonborn.
Oh, that's so sad.
and
His father was killed right in front of him.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
no.
it's pretty sad. But yeah, that was one of the reasons why I went into rage when the guys were like, kill all the women and children, because I was like, no,
How dare you?
don't kill little Timmy.
So I'm sorry. They did what? They wanted to.
They were gonna try to convert her into one of those babbling idiots that we found.
Oh yeah, where is that crown
Oh,
thing?
what were they?
Where's
So
that crown thing?
the item that they use is called the Crown of Madness. It.
And the Zintor definitely grabbed that ASAP.
Oh, did I tell you guys about this? I probably shouldn't tell you about this yet. So never mind.
No, they don't know about that.
I mean, I could assume the crowd makes people mad. So
I shouldn't have told you the name of it
That's
to
fine.
begin with.
It's all good.
The
So
Zintor definitely went for the spiky pokey thing that was evil as soon as he could.
how did we not catch that?
I don't know how
this
he
is-
looked evil when I sliced
So-
him in half.
Nazintor looks at you and just goes, I was pretty positive this was the West Wind, but I didn't want to cause a scene in case it wasn't the West Wind. So I was just waiting till they showed their true colors. And then they showed their true colors, and we
Yo.
just kind of backstabbed them and killed them.
You know how many of my people they killed? They killed all my friends.
Sorry.
Freaking Fred died, y'all.
I'm sorry.
Once again, if you had
Sorry
cannons
about
to
Fred.
start shooting at them, it may have made it so Fred could have lived.
All right, listen. There's gonna be a whole lot of we should have done this, we should have done that. How about
You hear
We
Kalia
just-
pipe up in the background because
Listen.
they're two very separate characters.
I give her a
Don't-
death glare. I'm like,
Totally playing that.
excusez-moi.
She's death glaring right back at you.
all right, listen.
There is the tension and the sparks are flying between the two
Okay.
eyes right
All right,
now.
listen.
All right,
There's heat. We should have done this. We should have done that. Everyone, calm down. Let's just take where are we at right now? That's probably more pressing.
Well, we should go.
We'll deal with this, and I point between you and Kalia. We'll deal with this later. All right?
Well, y'all should go talk to my captain.
Okay, that
'Cause
sounds
he's-
good to me.
He's still alive.
Let's see.
So
I
you
do
have
think
his
it'd
name?
be
I don't know
better
where I
for
wrote.
us to
I don't
take
remember where I
the
wrote
West
any
Wind.
of their stuff
Gunner
there.
Wind Driver.
It's more
Yes.
secure.
With
It's
the
basically the
southern-
same size.
We
And
should.
there's
This
still
is
a
what you sent
crap
me.
ton of loot down in the cargo hold that we should probably go and
Oh,
fill
it's
ourselves
over
on.
here.
You're right.
It's down there. Okay.
In fact, speaking
you.
of which, can Isintor go grab the crown and then go start looting the West Winds
To start putting more
in the
things
Again?
in the
again?
bag of holding.
All right.
Yeah.
You're giving me a playground here, Jeremy.
Oh, I
am 100% taking it for all
Is-
it's worth.
Is it right now the ships are like intertwined, like they're moving together, like
They
Yeah,
were
so
roped
the-
together.
So the ships, they used grappling hooks to pull the boodle to the West Wind, and they tied it down once they
Half of them are
collided.
broken now, though.
Yeah, because I think Nazintor did cut
Yeah.
2 out of the 5 of them.
Yeah.
So
No, it was like
He
there were
got
8
2.
of them, and he cut 4.
oh, we're there.
Something like
Okay.
that.
Yeah. So it's definitely precarious, but they are. But I think
We
both
could
masts
also
are up too.
re-grappling hook them as well. Now
Okay.
that we don't have to.
That's
like,
true, especially since both ships are like extremely
Yeah.
like
Because
damaged.
We're gonna be going to one or the other, so we're gonna want to move everything from one to the other anyway.
Yeah.
Well,
Plus,
we're-
you were going the opposite direction of us, right?
We
Yeah.
were going south and you guys were going north.
Yeah,
But
so
now
we're definitely gonna wanna
we're
split
gonna
up.
go back north because it would take too long to go south now.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
Especially since half of everybody is dead.
well, frankly, let's talk to the captain. Let's see about seeing if we can get the stupid wind boat fixed, so that we can at least make sure we can both limp back to
Yeah,
shore.
I think the
guess.
ferry is pretty much done
So-
for.
We're gonna have to talk to the captain about who owns the West Wind now.
Yeah, let's give him a talk. Let's see what's going on. All right, to the captain.
And you definitely
Hey, boss.
see the money bags in Kalia's eyes going off. She's like, transport for the ice cream business. I want to keep the ice cream business
Jeez
going.
Louise!
Oops,
Yeah,
the ice
maybe-
cream, the desire for ice cream was
Right.
so strong the mic fell.
my bad.
Let's go.
Now Jeremy has to fix it before we talk to the captain.
Well, you know. Sorry, Jeremy.
You're good. Just, I guess keep that in mind. It is just a piece of plywood over top of a table.
Jeez. You're good.
Well, you know. She would have been hitting the deck, so I felt
It-
like it was an appropriate
It's fine.
response.
I'm not too worried. Those mics have gone through worse. They used to fall off the table all the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, you did tell me they used to fall all the time.
It was a good time. It's a good time.
Yeah, that's one reason why I made the tabletop is so that they won't fall off the table anymore.
By the way, I love how sparkly your dice are.
I did that for a reason. Thank you.
I love it. Anyway, continue.
Oh, yeah.
The new set is the only one that's not sparkly. All the other ones are.
Anyway,
Okay. So you talk to the, you approach the captain. He is currently talking with the women and children that are left. And one thing that I missed as well, George, was that the women were actually very vital in overtaking the crew of the West Wind.
They
They
killed
did.
like
so they
8 of
knew
them.
how to fight. Okay.
They swarmed.
They
swarmed.
killed like 8 of the crew.
Yeah,
That's
basically they
insane.
just pummeled them to death. Like they just
I'm proud of them.
fists
There were
and
definitely some brooms and pots and pans getting swung at
there's a
their
good
faces.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Who knows?
So-
Maybe the children were helping too.
But when they all do like 1-2 points of damage, and then you have 10 of them attacking a guy at one time.
They're gonna feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, so he's talking with the woman, right? Some of them you can see are still fists clench, a very uneasy adrenaline pumping type of a thing. And you approach him.
Hey, Captain. What's your name? It's nice to meet you. This is Nazintor.
A pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
How's everyone doing, Captain?
That did not answer the question of what your name is.
I know. I'm trying to get the voice down. It's not
You
it's
told
not
me it
coming.
was a southern accent.
Yeah, it's a southern, and I have the notes here. I can't get a southern accent all of a sudden.
Gotta get that.
Hey,
sun
y'all.
drawl. Hey y'all, sun drawl.
Right then. So I don't mean for you to take this personally, but I believe that we're all a bit uneasy right now. I am Captain Windriver. We're all a bit uneasy, and you lot did come over from the pirate ship, so
Well,
my
Hey, boss.
apologies if...
we'll
think
answer
they're
any
good.
questions you want.
They're good, I promise you. They helped us a lot, and they helped me in defeating them.
You do see all of that acid on your boat, right?
Yeah, that's
Where all
from
those
him.
dead bodies of those crew
And
members
I
are.
do appreciate everything that you did in order to save
We'll have to
as much of
probably-
my...
We will have to clean that up, probably.
Not
I
if
don't
we're
know, that
taking the
ship
other
is-
ship.
Well, the ferry also needs their ship, too, you know.
No, they
No,
don't,
they don't.
because
They're gonna
their
come back-
ship is terrible. Their ship is going to get caught by some of those orc pirates that we found
Yeah.
All right,
and get killed.
Sorry.
Listen,
Sorry,
folks,
Captain. Sorry, Captain.
We have a lot of things to discuss and to figure out before any of us can be going anywhere. There's definitely not enough people to crew 2 ships. So, unfortunately, our predicament requires all of us to work together, and for trust to be number 1. If Naya says that you're trustworthy, then I suppose that is good enough for me. I am Gunnar Windriver, captain of the ferry.
Driver. Okay. There we go.
These folks were coming from the snowy north, but I think under the current circumstances, we're looking at least 3 weeks. On a good ship well manned, we're at least 3 weeks away, so it would take us far too long to hobble back to Faerun.
Told y'all.
Well, Kalia here has been learning how to sail a ship, so she could probably become a
Is this Nizintor?
second mate. Yes, this is Nizintor. She could probably help you as a second mate if you need your second mate replaced. If you still have all of your leadership, she could just become a crew member and help you guys work on one of the ships. I'm going to recommend that we personally take the West Wind because it has cannons and the ability to protect you guys.
Well,
It also is well
the
stocked
boodle
with...
is acid. It
Uh,
has acid burning it.
And he kind of looks over to the smoldering side of the ship where your acid breath did a number of
good
damage.
number.
It didn't render the ship unusable by any means,
You'd have to repair
but
some of
it would be something that would probably once it got to port, it would want to be repaired. He says, as much as I don't necessarily like using a pirate ship to transport my guests, there is something that is mighty appealing to given the pirates of this area a certain sign as to being especially the West Wind.
If
We are
using-
taking that off the moment we hit port. I'll tell you
okay,
that.
here. Like, Nizintor's gonna just, like, kind of say, no, look. Honestly, if you want to become a fairy, this will be a perfect ship to do it on now. The West Wind has a reputation on these parts. The West Wind also apparently has an enchantment in it, so when you're in a port, the West Wind is not known as the West Wind. In your ports, you can go by whatever the name of this ship is in the ferry, as a ferry, and then on seas, you're far less likely to be attacked by people because you'll be known as the West Wind, the ship that no one wants to mess with because anyone that does end up messing with it ends up dead, basically.
Just hope and pray people don't look at it while they're on sea.
Yeah. And you'll actually have cannons to defend yourself, too, if people do try to come and attack. You'll have new guards. Plus, we also would like to maybe potentially enter into a bit of an agreement with you.
Can we not talk about this right
We
now? Maybe
have
we should wait until everyone's calmed
An
down.
ice cream store that we are trying to set up a trade supply empire for.
Ice cream?
Yes.
Phil is fully
And we
facepalming.
definitely need
Listen, sir.
ship and a ship
Sir,
to sail shipments around.
What did I join?
This is
Chaos.
Shush.
Full chaos.
I believe that there are other times when we can discuss.
Because I do believe this ship now belongs to our Duck Boys crew since we took care of all of the pirates. We should definitely own this West Wind now. And I will go find the whatever seal that says ownership in the captain's quarters if I have to.
I believe that there is probably another occasion where we could discuss potential partnerships, but right now, I don't believe that this is the time nor the place. I have a slew of things that I need to take care of, including these women and children. I am all right if we take the West Wind and leave the boot behind. Whatever is best for these folks to get back to where they need to go. We can take the West Wind back to the snowy north and make further arrangements from there. And we will discuss any further needs at a later date. Now, does that sound fair?
Sounds fair to me.
Okay.
Do you have any wounded? Is anyone else hurt in your party?
He starts looking around. He says, there were a couple of the women that were hurt in the scuttle. You do at that point you do kind of realize that he is grasping his right side as his white shirt is stained with red blood. But he's pointing out a couple of the women that are have a couple of bloodied knuckles. One of them definitely has a broken hand. You can tell from a distance and everything. All in all, like, other than the couple of unfortunate dead people, like, people are in most part pretty good. You roll a medicine check.
You got it. Oh, which dice? There we go. Ugh, 11.
The wound on the captain's side, that is right now your highest. That's one you're most worried about. If not treated, that could he could either pass out pretty soon or it could become infected very quickly.
Got it. Well, Captain, let me tend to your bleeding side, and then I'll go help the rest of them.
I'm fine. I need you to go and take care of everyone else. I have other things to attend to.
Well, I see how it is. I'm going to walk right into the farthest range I can to catch as many people in a circle or in a radius around me as I can. I'll use my channel divinity to heal a bunch of stuff around me.
Okay.
Does
what
that
is that?
include Kalia?
If you're within the circle, yes.
Kalia's gonna be within the circle because she still needs more healing.
What was it? I don't remember how the spell worked.
I guess I could be in the circle too, but I'm okay. As a tank.
As a tank. Channel divinity, where is it? I can never remember how it works because it's weird. There we go. Hit points equal to 5 times my cleric level, so 20. Choose any creatures and divide it amongst them. They cannot be restored up to above their half.
Oh, never mind then. I don't need a ton. I only need 3 out of that.
Okay.
That would
To
be my
equal
half.
half.
I have 17 hit points left. How much of that gets used by the captain?
There is
To get him unbloodied.
unbloodied.
quote, unquote.
He's probably like 15 down.
All right, then he gets 15. I have 2 left, and I give it to one of the less.
Oh.
The other one to
I'm
the.
at exactly half, so I'm good. No worries.
Okay. I give the other 2 to the last, to one of the injured people, and then I walk over and I start using my other spell slots for healing.
Okay.
Can I just assume I just use, I don't know, like just the rest of my first levels?
Yeah, it works.
Get them all patched up.
Yeah, that works. Okay.
Why is the captain not bleeding anymore? Don't worry about it. He told me not to, so all right. I just walked away. I just, did a thing. Don't worry about it.
He says, Goliath, thank you.
You're welcome.
And he goes off to do his things,
And
gets a
Joe's
rag
gonna
cleanse
look
off
at
the...
Trifo and said we could have just let him bleed out, and then we'd have ownership of the show.
Oh my gosh.
That's my
It's like,
boss.
have you not a bone of empathy in your body?
But the way he was acting about this whole, thing, when we're gonna have to figure this out as soon as we get to port anyways.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, kinda.
think of it from their perspective, right?
It's my boss.
Most of their boat has just died. They're probably not having a great day.
Trust us, none of us are having a great day right now.
Well,
We just found
yes.
out that we've been with a pirate ship who we thought was just a normal ship and crew for 3 weeks.
Well, yes, but they're dead
3
now.
weeks.
But they're dead now, and no one's really mourning them. Let's talk about the people we are mourning for, hey?
I'm mourning my best friend.
Yes, exactly. We're gonna help them who is mourning, because no one's mourning the pirates.
Yeah, because Fred was...
No, I killed all of
What
them.
about Eli? I'm kind of
Yeah,
sad
Fred
that
was
he
the
died.
one that died first.
Well,
Yeah.
frankly, I'd rather deal with that on my own time.
I took
Alright.
Fred under my wing.
Fair enough.
Fred.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do?
Well,
Kalia is going to volunteer to help learn more about how to sail a ship. She'll
I'm
talk
starting
the
to
captain
move all
about
of the
it.
women and children over onto the West Wind.
Okay.
Nizintor will go and once again try to see if there's any more platinum pieces in the hold. And then he's going to start transferring over all of the fairies' items, personal items, things that the fairies need to try to get into the hold and get rid of whatever he thinks we can get rid of from the West Wind that isn't as valuable or isn't as needed, and replace it in the Beatles hold so it's just there. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Basically,
I
like,
think so.
get rid of the stuff that you don't need,
is
moving stuff
theirs,
you do need.
and putting stuff that we're not going to use over there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Even though it pains him to death.
And I'll speak with the captain, see about what cargo needs to be moved over, and help them start moving things over, and or help patch up the ship before we start leaving.
Okay.
Oh, and then also Nizintor is going to look to see if he can figure out if it's like some kind of an enchantment or a button that needs to be pushed to change the title of the West Wind to a different ship.
Okay.
Because he wants to make sure that they don't sail into port as the West Wind and draw that ire onto a ton of innocent people if they can avoid it. And he just wants to make sure it's not something that just automatically happens, but if there's something that they control to do it, he's going to look for that.
Okay. Roll an Arcana check.
Oh, hey, that's not actually that bad. Arcana? Oh, dang, I thought he had a better Arcana.
Man, I really
Anyway,
missed
so
big
that's a
session.
14. 14.
14. Do you want to call over the Goliath to the cleric to assist you?
Hey, Treefall, could you come help me try to figure something out here?
Yeah, sure.
Because you get looking at it and you're like, because you can find the runes and whatnot that are etched in around the name, right? And the name itself is just painted on, but there's all the runes and whatnot around it, and you're like, if I just had a person to bounce some ideas off of, you think you could probably figure it out.
If anyone knows magical runes really well, I could use their help right about now. And he's going to try to announce it to everyone.
Are they like magical runes? Are they like clerical runes?
I believe they're magical runes, but I'm not very good at reading magics of runes and what they are.
Well, frankly,
just
neither
tending
am
to
I.
little
Unfortunately,
right
our
now.
wizard friend is nowhere to be found right now.
Unfortunately, if the runes are not in the form of a prayer, it's kind of hard for me to as well. But I'll take a
What's
look
your
anyway.
Arcana?
My Arcana is +1, while my religion is +3.
Ah.
That's why I'm just like,
I
are you
was
sure
really
the runes
hoping
aren't
I
like
could
in the
just
form of a prayer?
investigate, but if it's an Arcana check, I'm better at investigations.
I'll give it a try anyway. Might as well, right?
I mean, to be honest, I'm pretty sure that Spartacus has like a +5.
Yes.
He would be on the ship.
He's taking a nap though.
Yeah, but he yells pretty loud.
Can we I am A-okay borrowing Spartacus's +5.
All right,
So
go
it's
ahead
gonna
and
work.
roll one more time. Add the +5.
Got it.
Oh, okay. Is that a 2?
Why did I ask you to roll it?
It's a 7. Into the dice jail you go. Have a nice night. There you go.
I told
Well-
you to roll it, but okay.
Do you want me to roll it?
Sit there and think about what you've done, dice.
Do you want me to roll it?
Give it a shot.
It's a 9!
So we're just not gonna... Can I just start pushing random runes and see what
I
happens?
thought that was a 2, and I'm like,
I mean, so if you were to give it your best guess, just from what you could maybe figure out, it looks like it might be an automatic thing. You can't be sure. If you're reading it right, it either is saying that in port, it will automatically change, or when it's in port, basically what you can tell is in port something will change. You don't know if that means that in port a button will appear that you'll need to push, or if the name itself. Does that make sense?
Yes. So
something changes. You just can't figure out what.
Take kind of a note of that, and then when we get closer to port, he's gonna start looking for that change to make sure he can know if there's anything we need to do, he needs to do for it. And if not, if it just automatically does it, he's just gonna not worry about it.
Do we want to prepare a cover to put over just in case while we're looking around?
Probably a good idea, just in case.
Do we have a tarp somewhere on this boat? We probably have a tarp somewhere on this boat.
Does anyone on this boat paint? Because they could just paint a different name than the West Wind on it. That might work. I don't know how it would affect the magical runes, but at the very least, if the magical runes that say West Wind currently don't say West Wind, then I don't really care if the magical runes change it to a completely different name as well.
Yeah, we might. We'll put a tarp over it when we get near the port just in case, but we'll figure it out from there.
Either that or else we have to put a lot of battle damage looking into it so it makes it look like it got blown off in some kind of a cannonball explosion.
That's true.
I don't want to put a tarp over it because someone's going to say, what's that tarp over that for? And then they're going to lift up the tarp and say, oh, hey, that's the West Wind. Maybe we should, worry about that.
You got me there.
Okay.
I had a lot to think about.
You may or may not be overthinking this, but then again, Jeremy, I no longer know.
You guys overthink a lot. It's kind of
funny. Unfortunately, I think I'm to blame for that.
You blame him for that one.
All right. Well, maybe I'm an overthinker in normal day life, so maybe.
I love a good plot twist, and so being a dungeon master storyteller, I love a good plot twist.
Okay.
You're gonna learn the paranoia that we have felt in multiple times playing with Jeremy.
Yeah.
I can promise you that.
I will say I don't.
It all started with the golden dragon.
Yeah. I will say I don't have any plot twists planned for a long time.
Are you sure?
And by a long time, he means
Are you sure about that?
Two episodes into the north, the
snowy north.
We're gonna have a plot twist, and someone's gonna try to kill us again.
Wonderful.
Well, someone's always gonna try and kill you guys.
Well, yeah. Plus, we're in the north. The place isn't exactly hospitable.
Do you need help?
It's probably gonna be your family. That's my guess. It's gonna be Treefell's family that just decides to go crazy on us.
Oh, is your family in the north?
That's why we came to the north in the first place.
No, we came to the north.
One of the two reasons.
No,
one of the three reasons.
I was gonna say, I'm
one of the three reasons.
What do you count? Did you forget about the sword piece again?
I'm definitely forgetting
I
about the
literally
sword
brought
piece.
you guys one.
No, we went to.
That's why I'm joining you.
We went to the north. One, because y'all wanted ice cream stuff, and two, because we need the sword piece. Hopefully we don't run into my family. How's that sound?
That's the third reason. We're just not talking about it.
Okay.
Anyway, we have a ship to repair. Let's go.
So, you guys take the time that you need in order to transport stuff from one ship to the other where it needs to be. You get everybody situated. And with the help of Captain Winddriver, early the next day, you all release the Doodle to its fate in the water, and you ship off. You travel for a week. During that week, there is a bad storm, but you're able to make it through it. And it starts to get cold. Very, very cold. Treefell, you feel at home. It has been so hot for the last who knows how many years.
Toasty.
You feel awesome. The rest of you, I assume all of you have... You guys all purchased cold weather clothing.
We did.
I assume that
you
you just came from there, so you would have stuff.
Otherwise, that would be awkward.
Since it's been a week, we all get a long rest, right?
Yeah. So you all take the benefits of a long rest.
Does that mean our health comes back?
Yes. Yeah. So your health goes back to your full.
Cool.
And one of the women who has basically become the watch for the crew She's up in the crow's nest, and she calls out land hull, and you can kind of hear her giggle after saying it too. She was very excited for that particular piece, and you all go out to the bow of the ship, and you can see the coastline it's a good couple miles away, but you can see the coastline of this white and snowy sea, or land, sorry.
Treefell goes into a room and like just puts on his cloak and everything, hoping to like cover any part of his skin or anything so he's not recognized.
Okay.
Oh. What's your dealio?
Story. Figured out.
Nizindor and Kalia probably also donned their winter clothing since it's now freezing, and
yeah, Kalia especially is going to be very susceptible to the cold.
She's very not used to it.
Yeah. What do you guys do?
Well, I'd say we better get a move on, I guess. Let's talk with the captains, see what's going on. Make sure we have a way to get home, and we'll go from there.
The captain is barking orders. He has dubbed Kalia as his first mate.
Very nice.
Because
how poetic. I love
it. She definitely seemed the most eager and the most knowledgeable of everybody, and so she was a very obvious choice for him.
She knows how to tie sea knots now.
Well,
she's been working
so
at it.
after the last week of shadowing the captain, he has shown you a lot because he has had to do a lot. He's really about the only one with seafaring knowledge at this point, and so he's constantly having to show people what to do, having to do a lot of stuff himself. So he took you under his wing, and he gave you a really fast and thorough crash course in
sailing a ship.
Sailing. So you can now mark yourself as proficient with sea vehicles, with water vehicles.
Let's go.
All right.
So the captain, with dark circles underneath his eyes, because he has spent the last week almost sailing the ship by himself. Very little sleep. You can see him not looking great, but he is still barking orders and helping everyone to get prepared and for docking.
I would say Kalia looks just slightly less tired than he does. She's probably stayed up a lot of it, like less than him, but still enough that she's probably got like a point or two of exhaustion at this point.
Okay.
I'd say probably, I don't know how many you think is fair, but she definitely would have some exhaustion.
He's probably got 2 levels of exhaustion. You've probably got 1, so you have a disadvantage on ability checks until you take a full rest.
We're doing the other way though, right?
Where it's a minus one.
Yeah, that's right. Where it's that's right.
Everything.
Yeah. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it exactly. We'll tell you when it becomes pertinent.
Cool.
But basically, we're trying the 1D&D rules. So the new version that's coming out that's not called 1D&D anymore.
Something bad marketing
Something bad marketing
and business decisions something anyway.
So basically, I mean, just the quick version is if you have 1 point of exhaustion, you have a -1 to all ability checks. If you have 2 points of exhaustion, you have a -2 to all ability checks.
And it can just
-3
keep
or
going.
4.
And it just keeps going until at one point you're just probably going to die on your own.
Cool.
Instead of like, 5 points of exhaustion, you are fully unconscious and you're probably just going to die at this point.
Yeah,
Cool.
so the levels of exhaustion, these compound. So level 1, you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
Level 2, your speed is halved. Level 3, you have disadvantage on attack and saving throws. Right? And so, like I said, all of this compounds. So at 3rd level, your speed is halved. You have disadvantage on attack and saving throws. You have disadvantage on ability checks. 4, your hit point maximum is halved. 5, your speed is reduced to 0. And 6, you just straight up die.
Cool.
So
We're just like, that doesn't come up very often, so we switched to the 1D&D to see if it's more pertinent that way.
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't come up often, and like this like by the time you hit 3,
You're probably already dead.
you're probably gonna die. 4, you're gonna die. Your hit point maximum is halved, and you have all that other stuff. It's just like like it's a little too
Like you're spending a week in the hospital is what you're doing.
Cool.
just so you can rest. Yeah. So anyway, so that's why we've switched over to this other method, and I need to go through the playtest material and see if that is still the case that they. But there's a lot of people that have really liked going to just the that small minusing.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's what we're going for. Thank you for that reminder.
Yes.
So in which case you probably have, with that in mind, you probably have like 2 points of exhaustion.
2 points, okay.
Right, and he's got 3 or 4. So he's, you can definitely see like his grip is slipping. He's not as chipper as he was when you first met him, right? Even though that he was.
Break, Bobs.
And I'll take a break as soon as we get to Poland.
There'll be a nice inn waiting for you there, I'm sure.
So, Nizinter goes out to the bow of the ship as well, and checks the name of the ship and the runes, and you see that the name itself has changed to the Dandy Wanderer. So
That's kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. That is
Pretty
a
sick.
pretty cool feature.
So basically just like if you were able to read the runes, it would say something along the lines of when someone calls out Land Ho, then the Dandy Wanderer or the name itself will change. So is it that?
Cool.
I can't remember if I had that. I was going between the two options of either, once you get within a certain distance of land, it will change, or if someone calls Land Ho.
It's something.
It's one of those. Whichever one you think is cooler, that's what it is.
I like
Land
the
Ho
idea.
because then you can still use it at sea to like change if needed when you're like being taken when another ship is coming near you and you don't want to be seen as a pirate ship.
There you go.
That's fair.
But then, what would you say to change it back?
Land Ho.
Or Sea Ho.
Onward.
I would say just Land Ho is like the code word, so anytime you say Land Ho, it changes.
That
So
works.
it's like changing right now as we're having this conversation.
Oh,
about Land
jeez.
Ho.
You have
Everyone
to-
stop saying it!
You have to,
Back and forth like a little light switch.
you have to call it from the crow's nest.
Okay, good.
Alright,
That's
alright.
better. That's better.
We were like, what has happened with the name of that?
Look,
You can't even read it.
it's the Dandy Wind? No, the
The West
West
Wanderer.
Wanderer.
What is happening?
Yep. So
So I just want to point out throughout this whole week that we've been traveling back, I've just been kind of making sure that all of the women and children are okay.
Okay.
Especially little Timmy,
okay.
because there's a lot of trauma that kid just experienced, and I understand how he feels.
Yep.
Kalia has
Backstory?
definitely made sure that the cannons are primed and ready to fire at any point, just in case.
Those cannons are currently hot.
Oh, can I ask Timmy if he has a mom?
When you mention that, his face kind of goes somber again, and mentions how she got really sick, and never saw her again.
Do you know of somebody that can take you when we get back to shore?
One of the women walks up behind him, puts her hand on his shoulder, and says, "I'd be happy to take care of him.
Okay, good.
You've been good to him, but, and please don't take this the wrong way, your lifestyle."
No, I can't take him. I'm sorry, I can't. But I want him to be happy and safe and have
And he
somebody
will.
to take care of him.
And she kind of pulls him in a little bit, and he places his head on her
Aw.
waist.
Okay, I'll kill you if you don't take care of him.
I don't doubt that.
Cool.
Actually.
Cool. Okay.
She's gonna fit right in.
I love this character. The super sweet character who's also holding an axe.
Well, yeah, I'm
Love
chaotic
that.
good.
I love it. Very good.
Okay, So
You've definitely seen as Zentor has a smile after hearing that exchange, going, "All right, now I trust her slightly more."
she
Wait,
passed
that
the
makes
vibe
me
check.
that makes you trust me?
Yeah, because if you're not gonna try to kill someone, then something's wrong with you.
Nizintor
Treeville-
is not.
Treeville just leans over. He's like,
He's not all there.
he's not all there.
This is the hand gestures you
He's
made.
Okay. Is there anything anyone wants to do before we get to port?
All right. I'm wearing my disguise. I'm probably good to go.
You have a mask, right? You had
Yes,
someone
I put
make you a mask?
Someone made a duck mask. I made sure I have a cloak. Unfortunately, I'm like, what should I have the mask be? And everyone else at the party's like, a duck. I'm like, all right.
That's right. It's a duck.
I'm using a
Can I
quarter
just-
staff so I
can
can
I
lean
just
on it and
approach
pretend
him
I'm
and-
old.
Be like, why is your mask a duck? It doesn't make sense with how
I
tall you
couldn't-
are.
I couldn't figure out another mask shape, and I asked the rest of our wonderful group, and they said do a duck, and I said okay.
Your group is dumb.
Yeah, but who else are you gonna ask for, huh?
I mean, that's true. Oh, gee.
You were thinking we were so dumb when we were helping you guys survive a pirate attack.
We did survive a pirate attack.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, listen, we might be dumb, but they do a good job. They try at least.
Okay.
And besides, is once
You
we get...
weren't even there to fight, so.
No, I wasn't. I know. I'm sorry. I'll make it up to you somehow.
Sure.
Blame all the deaths on him.
I can do that. I'm gonna blame you for the
You
rest
can't
of
see
your
because
life.
he's wearing a mask, but he got real sad and he just walks away.
I'm gonna blame him for the rest of his life.
Oh gosh! All right, onward we go.
For the copper dragon dad dying, and my best friend. I'm gonna blame him for the rest of his life.
Real quick, describe your cloak.
So it's the Bulgura pelt still.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And so it's like that weird. What was it? It was a reddish fur with like the blue leather underneath, essentially.
Yeah. So Balgoras are basically giant apes with blue skin and red fur.
Oh.
That's where the golden dragon came from, because the golden dragon was actually the Bulgura, and we got really mad at it.
Cool.
So I said I'm taking its pelt.
And he's a lawful good.
You're a lawful good.
I am a lawful good, but I am also a Goliath, so I really should say I'm neutral good. I'll be honest.
I don't know. That sounds pretty chaotic of you.
That's why I'm saying I should be neutral good.
The chaotic neutral member of the party doesn't help because he tends to rub off on people.
You're more lawful compared to the rest of us.
Yeah, it's
That's
a relative.
what it is.
It is a relative term, and it is very relative.
Cool.
We have a lot of chaotic members in this group.
Remember, I'm the one who's just like, all right, I can't see you do crime because I'm supposed to not allow it. So just don't let me see it, and we'll probably be fine.
And don't tell me about it.
And just
when
don't
you
tell me
can.
about it.
Well, I'm gonna have a lot of secrets from you then.
That's fine. I also have secrets, and I'm fair to have everyone have theirs.
Okay.
By the way,
So, yeah,
Zentor's
and so-
just gone right now.
Yeah. So I have the cloak.
Where?
I have. The Zentor's just gone. He's just in the hole or something.
He's going to check out the shadow count around all of the dock and the port that they're in currently, just to see what's there.
Oh well, so when you get to port, people start filing off, and some of the women now have the realization of, and they're talking to the captain about this. They're like, but wait, I don't have enough money to support me for another couple of weeks while another ferry comes. Like, I don't know where, and the captain's trying to assure them, like, now don't worry. I'll promise that we'll get this sorted. Everything will be all right, and just make sure that you have all your belongings together and any of your loved ones, and we'll make sure that we have this taken care of.
There's still a bunch of gold and stuff in the hold of the ship.
And everyone just
He's
kind of
gonna hear
stops and goes silent and looks over at you. It's
Oh,
like-
I'm already off the ship. I'm like walking my way
oh,
out
they
there.
just watch you walk away. And
I step up and I'm just like, yeah, that's true. I saw it. I'll help hand it out to you guys. So I go down there and I start bringing up a bunch of gold for the women and children.
so, I mean, the amount of stuff that is still down there, even after Zentor has looted it to his heart's content, it
Kid in a
would
candy
still
shop.
fill. Yeah, so it would fill probably this room that we're in right now,
Oh, gee.
and then a little bit more. Like
I'm telling you right now, we have an empire of ice cream already set up from this ship alone. But no one wants to set it up with Kalia, so that's fine.
Can we give the captain a good portion of it? Please.
Captain,
I'll even sneak a little extra one to him, cause it's just like, hey, I'm not gonna work for you anymore. I'm sorry. type of a sneak.
Can I bribe you to fire me?
This is my
bribe you to fire me, even though I'm the only one that survived.
Hey, Cam, this is my 2 weeks notice slide.
Yeah.
Slides at 20.
Slides
at 20. Slides a $2 bill. This is my
2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice.
2 weeks notice. Except it would have been a 1 week's notice, like, while on the ship. I would have just been like, once we get to port, I'm done.
Okay. So you guys divvy up the rest of the gold, right? I mean, that's enough. That's enough to, like, give everyone a very good living for a long, long time. So, and people are just very thankful to all of you for everything that you've done. The captain especially, at this point, after getting to know you all for that amount of time. You said you wanted to go and look at Thieves' Cant type stuff everywhere. Okay? Do you want to roll... roll investigation with advantage?
It's a 9.
And a 14.
That's gonna be a 19 total.
A 19?
Yeah.
So, I guess let me read you the description of where you guys are. This town is called Moorcastle, port city. When common folk think of a big city, Moorcastle doesn't meet that image. It has a few thousand people, but there are no large structures that show off engineering feats. But instead, it spans a mile out from the seashore and a mile along the seashore. Just tons of small buildings. The highest ones maybe 3 stories. But so it's everything is made out of wood, and just all of them have shoot, what's the make a fire and the smoke comes out of it? Chimneys.
Guys, it's been a long day.
It really has. This week has
I
been
was
so
with Jeremy
long.
yesterday. Yesterday was a long day. This is a long morning. Everyone is just having a great time right now.
It's great.
They all have chimneys. Most of them have smoke coming out of them. So it's not like a big hustling city like most of you are used to. Especially like Nazintor, who frequents busy cities. You don't find a lot of Thieves' Cant symbols around. Most of the ones you find are like, not worthwhile, nothing much. There is one trade post that says that it usually has magic items.
What's the name of that trade post?
That is an excellent question that I definitely didn't write that one down. I was in the middle of doing stuff when you guys showed up. All at the same time, I might add.
We literally all 3 of us showed up at the same time. Like, I pulled into your driveway and they were both at your door.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So the Fat Pint.
Fat Pint.
Got it.
That's a good name.
This is where all of the loot is? Is that what you said?
It's where... So they usually have magic items.
Ah, that's what it was.
Cool. After he gets the lay of the land, he'll come back to the ship.
And I would like to speak with the captain.
Okay.
Go up to the captain before he fully leaves, I guess, and just said, "Hey, we're gonna be here for a while. Are you gonna be here for a while too? I'd love it if we could have a ride back with you if you're gonna head back down to the south eventually."
He says, right now I'm not entirely sure what my plans are. My hope is with these new funds that I might be able to get together a crew in the next 3 weeks or so, and hopefully be able to get these folks back to where either they came from or they would like to go. Like I said, right now my biggest goal is to get them where they would like to go. If you happen to be here, I'd be happy to take you, free of charge. I don't think that I can ask any of y'all to pay me anything more. Y'all have done too much already, but if I ever am in, just know that my ship is always open for you should you need it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Anyway, you look like you need a nap. Please.
Boss, if you don't go to sleep right now, I swear to high heaven.
Let me just finish up a few more things, get a few more people situated, and I will definitely be going to the. I'll definitely be going to the Thieving Slug for a long rest.
Very well. And off the ship we go. At least I go. I don't know about everyone.
Yeah, I follow you.
Kalia's following along.
All right. Well, shoot. Well, we're now. We have a giant ice castle to find apparently.
Is that what we're looking for?
Yes. That's all we really know is that one of the sword pieces is here, and it's in a giant ice castle.
I cannot believe how trusting I am being to all of you.
It's a lot easier to be trustworthy when you literally had a vision.
True.
Frankly.
True.
How good are these visions anyway? They only told me there's an ice castle. Who knows where they are? So,
Cool.
I guess it's at least we've narrowed it down.
But you also know it's close to your. You did get a feeling that it was close to your.
To home.
Yeah. To your tribe.
All right.
Guess it's time to go visit the family.
And it's like, when we are with our family, I will not be talking.
Well,
Kalia
like, what
just
if
like,
we need information from you?
You were probably the best person to be talking.
To be honest, I don't think that would be the case. Because keep in mind, there is a reason I am not here. I was not here, and I was instead in a random coal mining town when you found me.
You haven't told us that reason. Is now the time you're going to open up and share, or are we going to have to wait till your family like does something and then you give us the information needed?
Is your family evil?
No, they're not evil. Well, let's put it this way. I didn't quite meet the expectations of the tribe, and so I fell behind.
I get that.
As is normal, you tend to, if you fall behind, you're not quite... They don't pick up your slack. And so I just left the tribe and abandoned them. And I don't think they take that very kindly.
Do you know that for a fact, or is this just you guessing because you haven't seen them in a while?
Mostly guessing based on how people talk about others who have left the tribe.
Okay.
So you
it's
think
an
you're a
educated
disappointment
guess.
then?
Yes, and yes, and also my dad is the chieftain, so let's not talk about that.
Ooh! Yeah, you're definitely a disappointment.
Yes,
Don't
and
worry,
also
I
I'm
am
pretty
too, it's
sure they
great.
would have my head on a pike. So we're gonna not deal with that, okay?
Well, I have soldier
What if
background,
we
so
tried
it's
to
good.
magic your head onto a pike? Do you think that would make it better for us if we went and talked to him? If we deceived them with your head already on a pike and said we found your son, killed him, and then came here to get a
Well,
reward?
probably not. I don't think they take kindly to you killing people. But like,
You're a half giant.
Oh, so you don't have a bounty out on your head right now
not
from
a
your family?
no, not a bounty. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to be very friendly
Right, so
to
we
you.
chain you. Say we brought home your prodigal son, and then we just kind of like use that to our advantage to convince them to help us find this ice castle and fight for us in whatever we're going to need to get this sword piece out.
Well, frankly, they probably would just say, tell you what they know if you went up and asked, or at least brought them something to trade.
Well, their son could be a great thing to trade.
Mistake.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, all right. I'm spitballing here, trying to get some ideas.
Listen, they're a very proud people, right? It's not exactly like nice when you bring them something that maybe makes them less proud. How's that?
Okay. Fair enough.
So, I will be here.
Cool.
I wouldn't know how to get there, would I?
You would.
I would know how to get there.
Is that really a question?
Yeah. Because listen, honestly, I don't remember if we talked about if they were like a moving tribe, or if they actually had like a central home that they stayed in.
So
I can't imagine you want to move around a lot in a snowy, desolate wasteland. But I could be wrong.
So how it kind of works is that you do have kind of your main
area,
but you also travel with your food, right?
Yeah.
So the food that you hunt migrates kind of throughout the year, and then will come back and spend most of the year in that one area. So your tribe has their main dwelling type of a thing, and then they will travel with the food for a couple of months until it comes back to that same area where you will then spend the rest of the 8 months of the year.
Oh, okay. Yes, and also be prepared for combat, because the main food that you can hunt in the north is mammoths. And they don't quite die easily. So do be wary of that.
All right, show us how it's done, Mr. Hunter.
Treefell looks around and says, "Well, is there any kind of vehicles, like a cart or something we can rent in the town, or should we just go
We
walk?"
should have brought our freaking cart.
Nah, we left that home.
Yeah, your donkey and your cart.
Why did we not think we would need it when we got to the other side?
You're on a ship. It's not easy to keep.
And also, how
livestock.
well would the donkey work in the snow? Probably not well.
Okay, fine, but the cart we should have brought. Because we
We
could have
could've
found some
brought the
kind of
cart.
an ice animal that would work well.
We could have brought a cart, put some ice skates on the bottom or whatever.
There's reindeer in the snow.
we got some sled dogs. What we got?
There's got to be reindeer or something.
Polar bear. We're getting tugged
I
by a
would
polar bear.
legitimately love to have a pet polar bear. That would just be awesome. We could
Yeah.
then name ourselves the Polar Bear Boys.
How about just the polar bears? Because
There's two
it's-
women here
it's
now.
half. We have to be inclusive here. Come on. Where's my eraser? I dropped it and I don't know where. That's what I've been looking for this whole time.
Wait, how long?
I don't know. I'm a pencil eraser for
No,
this.
I mean, how long have you been looking
A
for it?
little bit. I want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
For anyone listening,
Whatever.
apologies for our ADHD distractedness.
Anyway,
Don't worry, I'm good.
What transportation options do we have? We got.
Um,
Can I ride a wolf?
Do we have a polar bear on the
gonna-
sled? We
I'm
got,
proficient
Kalia
in
is going to
land vehicles, by the way.
100%.
do we got Iditarod style
Ask.
sled dogs? What are we doing here?
I'm proficient in land vehicles, by the way, guys.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Just letting you know.
So if you're going long distances, sled dogs are the best option. It's your fastest option. Otherwise, there are a couple of other cart sled type things that can carry more stuff. So you can think of it like a regular cart. The pack animal, I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But it has a pack animal that's more proficient in the snow. And then a cart that's actually just a big sled. But one thing that I neglected to mention is that it is nighttime, or it is getting close to nighttime, meaning
so
that
we
the
should-
temperature is going to drop even more.
So we should take a nap.
Yeah. Right? And not to mention, Kalia does have that 2 points of exhaustion.
Yes.
True.
Well, let's
She's
go.
already looking at carts, trying to figure out which one's going to give her the most advantage at getting ice for the ice cream shop.
Gosh.
We will get the beast of burden, but first we need to sleep.
So, really, in terms of inns and taverns, there are two that are on the same street as each other, just a few buildings away. There's the Thieving Slug and the Crying Knight. Whichever one you guys want to go to is your prerogative.
Thieving Slug or Crying... Thieving Slug or Crying Knight?
Right, 1 through 3, Thieving Slug. 4 through 6, Crying Knight.
Sounds good to me.
That's a 3. We're going to the Thieving Slug.
Thieving
Okay.
Slug we go.
So, I'll look up what that pack
So that
animal is
definitely
later.
wasn't a Zintor just taking a coin out and flipping it.
Yeah.
Going heads this, tails this. So
Like,
Yep.
honestly, that saves us some time. Thank you.
So, so you walk in, right, the bottom section is the tavern, right, and you see a dwarf woman that, with an apron on that's very, very old and stained with different colored something. Big clunky boots and permanent snarl on her face, right? And you walk in, she's like, I'll be with you in a moment.
That's my kind of gal.
someone's got RBF.
Treefell's like, yeah, this is how everyone acts up here, don't worry.
And I'm just like, nice.
Unfazed.
Nice.
Kalia's the exact opposite, just coming in with a smile and just going, "Oh, this is a weird looking place."
So she motions you over to a table that you can take, and you all kind of realize, because you are greeted with the smell of the typical alcohol and whatnot, but you do smell some really great food of some kind, and you realize you're like, I'm hungry.
Could use some food.
So
Sit down at the table, wait for us to be... Patiently wait for them to be available to order food.
I'm giving a good portion of my rations to the children, so yeah, I need food.
Let's get that redone then.
okay. So you all sit down, and a moment later, she comes over and she says, "Right, welcome to the thieving slug. I am Kalia Steelhelm. You've definitely chosen the better of the two options. Crying Knight, horrible establishment, really, if you ask me.
Well, if the name Crying is in the title, like, come on now.
Doesn't sound very good. Terrible.
I mean, my brother never was too good at naming things.
Your
It's a
so-
family thing. I love this.
Oh yeah, of course. Like I said,
that
obviously the better establishment.
I look back and forth, I'm like,
Okay,
no
but
wonder
like
they're so-
also suspicious thieving. What you stealing? What you stealing, bro?
It's merely just a name, I assure you.
Have you ever seen a slug?
It's to keep
it's
you
not
on
gonna be
your toes.
thieving anything.
That's true.
If
Too
anyone,
slow.
if anyone was thieving, it'd be my brother. But we're not here to talk about family qualms. I'm here to serve you.
Want us to take care of him for you? The Zentor's just gonna pipe up.
I was about to say I want to meet this brother of yours.
Well, his establishment is just down the road. You're welcome to any time.
Well, anyway, something smells wonderful. What are you cooking?
I've got ham.
Ham?
Ham.
I will have
Just
some
ham?
Well, I've got some other things too, but what you're smelling right now is the ham.
I'll take some ham.
Do you
I'll
guys
take
have
ham.
any unique drinks here? Kalia's gonna pipe up.
Any unique drinks? Of course I do. And
I
again,
don't have a problem. I can stop when I want.
I'm just
That's
buying
the-
them for you,
that's
Tree
the-
Fox. I know that's your problem.
that's the vibe Kalia gives me. Is I don't have a problem. I can stop what I want because she's mostly just because of the star liquid.
And I'm like, oh, okay. This is interesting. We'll
You're
see if
gonna
I get
learn.
along with this other girl.
You're gonna learn very quickly I'm a foodie, and I have no shame in it.
Like, you or Kalia?
Kalia.
Oh,
And
okay.
technically me too, but...
I mean, me, yeah. Naya, I don't think really cares.
Am
she
I
just eats.
playing part of my own personality in both of my characters? Yes,
Yes.
yes I am.
One's the left brain, one's the right brain.
Are they both very similar because it's hard to distinguish them between myself?
Yes.
Yes. Also true.
Naya is me if I didn't care about the little things.
Nazintor is me playing Skyrim. That's not all you need to know.
Treefell is me if I was taller. Just kidding.
Kalia is just me and how I react to food normally.
Nice.
sorry. Like I said, I'm still getting some stuff hashed out.
We got here a lot faster than we were supposed to. Just kidding.
Well, I thought it was gonna be later than I thought I was.
So, she says, "Do we have a signature drink? Only the best." What we've got here, right? And she actually reaches into her apron and pulls out a little bottle, right? And she says, "This here is the Polly Pilsener."
Polly Pilsener?
Oh yes.
How do you spell that?
Oh, it's an interesting one, I'll tell you. Poly Pilsener.
Okay, Polly Pilsner, got it.
And this one's quite special, actually. So if you look over there, that gentleman right there, he actually just ordered it himself. And you see as this guy just takes the mug, he's there with his friend, he taps it onto the thing and just throws the whole thing back. And suddenly, in an instant, the dude turns into a canary.
I'm buying an entire round for the table, and then I want 3 more for myself.
She says, yes, there it is. So,
wait, sorry, I'm so behind. What was the name of your brother's tavern thing?
The Crying Knight. K-N. Knight is in shining armor.
And what's the name of this drink?
The Polly Pilsener.
Polly Pilsener. Okay.
Yeah, Kalia immediately goes, I'm buying a round for the table, and then I want 4 more.
Right.
Depending on the cost.
That'll be 10 gold pieces each.
Yeah, I can do that.
So you're buying? Just kidding.
80 gold pieces.
I don't have enough.
All of it.
No, I do have enough. I just don't want to spend it. I only have a little bit of savings from my work as a guard. I didn't really take any gold on the ship.
We gave you 40 platinum, though.
Well, yeah, but I didn't take any more gold.
Okay, gotcha. That's fair.
Well, don't worry. If you're ever low on money, we'll cover you.
Cool.
Okay.
So she's going to take out 8 pieces of platinum for the 8 drinks she's ordering.
All right. That's 80 gold. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I was like, wait, hold on. That sounds like too much money.
Platinums are just $10 bills.
Yeah.
She's going to... There you go. Right onto the table.
Right then.
You can feel the echo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Anyway. So, 8 Polly Pilseners then. Right away.
All right.
This could come in handy, though, as a legitimate, if we can manage to... someone to drink this, we could use this in different ways, potentially.
Oh no, I'm a canary. Oh, no.
Well, it could be different every time.
It could be different every time, yeah.
So it takes her about 5 minutes before she comes back. After 3 minutes, the man, in a quick poof of smoke, he turns back into his normal self.
Okay.
Basically what it does is it turns you into a canary for 1d4 minutes.
Ooh, all right.
If you drink half of it, you turn half into a canary.
Oh.
You get a beak or you get wing? What happens? It could be anything. Okay.
Waist down or waist up?
Drinking.
The Centaur's just
That's terrifying.
I will try this out. Let's see what it does.
Drinking
So
half a
drink
mug
half
will
of
turn
it.
you halfway into a canary.
Guys, I have a
That's
weird
crazy.
feeling
The
about
Centaur's
this.
going to drink half of a mug when it gets to him.
Okay.
But
then he'll save the other half
I have
for
a weird
later.
feeling about this, though. I feel like we should, when she delivers them, we have to, check to see if there's any poison or anything.
That's fair.
Okay.
Kalia's just going to immediately
I
down
like
her
the way
drink
you think.
as soon as she gets it.
So after 5 minutes, she
One
brings
of us,
she has
paranoia.
she has a large tray of all the drinks and comes over and she starts setting them all down onto the, and she says, and for your 4 that you wanted, I left them in the bottles.
Oh, thank you. I
So,
appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Can I do a perception check?
Please. Medicine check. If you're checking for poison.
Oh, crap. I'm not proficient in that.
Did you
8.
tell Treefell about what you wanted?
Yes, I did. Is that a 12 or 2?
2.
Dude!
What did you said 8?
I said 8.
I got a 7.
Looks fine.
Looks fine to me too.
Kalia's already drank one of the bottles. Like, straight up just downed it instantly. And Nazintor has drank half of his
Why
bottle.
are you rolling, Jeremy?
He's a canary for a minute.
Oh. Okay.
So,
And as a canary, she's going to start flying around just for fun.
okay. Nazintor, his feet become webbed feet. He grows a bill. Can I see it real quick?
It is a canary.
Yeah, there we go.
It's beautiful.
So your head turns, your whole head turns into a canary, and your feet become have the little claws of little feet.
So
But you have the rest of your body?
7-foot
Yeah.
dragonborn with feet of a canary and the head of a canary.
Does
it proportionally
they're
match?
proportional, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Trivial sees this happen and says, well, I'm not dealing with that, and he just downs the whole thing at once.
So
I just sniff it.
Can
you are also canary for a minute.
Nazintor talk right now? And does it sound like he can just say, hey, like, this is weird?
Or is it
feels
just
weird?
chirps?
Or is it chirps coming out of his mouth?
Wait, sorry, say again. I'm trying to.
Nazintor's trying to talk right now and just like say, hey, this feels really weird. Does it come out as words or is it coming out as chirps?
It's a very chirpy words.
Whoa!
If that makes sense, like so it's
This is
So it's like higher pitch, but it's coming out like quicker and
yeah,
okay.
yep, exactly.
And
Like
he's
a
gonna
bird.
just start chirping as he's speaking, just to like intentionally try to draw the chirps out as long as he can, just for fun.
You're gonna sound like my pet bird.
So Naya's smelling it. It smells like kind of your typical alcohol. It has in terms of smells, it has a kind of fruity lavender smell to it.
Okay. Alright, I'll down the whole thing.
Okay. You're a canary for 2 minutes.
2 minutes! Shuck it, y'all.
Let's go, and it just comes out as cheep, 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 cheep.
Yeah, me just going, suck it! As a sheep.
Wait, as a fellow
Kalia
canary,
has-
can I now understand her as a canary?
Definitely landed on
Sure.
support. Just for fun.
You have no idea what we're doing. Wait, your character has an ability, don't they?
Uh-huh.
To like,
Psionic. I have psionic mind.
I'm terrified of this her character with this.
If
potion.
I breathe on you, I can make you go insane.
As a can she do that as a canary?
Sorry, for what?
My breath. Would my breath work as a canary? Not saying I want to do it. We're just wondering.
Or does
I
her
would say
telekinesis thing work?
no.
Or the telekinetic thing?
Would
Where
my
you can talk to
psionic
people.
mind work?
That would probably still work because I would assume you keep your intelligence.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, as far as I know, I don't have any limits on my psionic mind. I probably do. I just don't know what they are. Anyway.
Kalia will fly back down right
Oh.
before she changes and go back onto the floor so she doesn't like fall from a height.
I guess I fly around a little bit too, but like more like hovering.
Did they bring the ham out yet?
Yeah, so right after she delivers that, then she brings the ham.
I'm picking at the ham as a canary until I turn it back.
Yeah,
Same.
it's about
Same.
that time that you all start changing back into your normal
All right.
selves.
Well, that was.
I got a minute longer than them though.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm still a canary.
Oh gosh, where did she go? Oh, never mind. We're good.
I'm still a canary, and I'm still there. I'm just hovering above my seat.
Ah, nice.
Because I'm like, that way I get the flying experience, but like, I don't want to fly.
True. Well,
It was pretty fun to fly though.
Well, I mean,
I was
yeah,
expecting
but
it to
like, yeah.
well,
All right, now I'm back, probably, right?
So as she's delivering, kind of your stuff, she starts asking like what all your names are, what should, kind of what brings you here, because for the most, I mean, I think where would you have been? Because you would have been here before.
Yeah. So she could probably recognize me, maybe.
Did you come here? Or did you go to the Crying Night?
It's funny if you went to the Crying Night.
I don't know. Sure, I went to Crying Night.
Nazintor definitely gives his name as Kazal.
As Jazal?
Kazal.
Kazal.
What?
Call me Duck.
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 I might need to know a little bit more about the Crying Night if I was there.
I'm gonna give you some
Cool.
details.
I'm like, I don't know anything. I
What
could
about?
just say I was there with my crewmates before they died.
Yeah. Kalia, what about you?
She'll give her name. Just say Kalia. And then, she comes from a different plane of existence than most.
One of the other patrons there overhears Kalia, and he's like, "Wait, Kalia?" Right? And he's actually a teenager, right? Kind of late teens, but he's not drinking. You tell that he's got like some milk in his thing. He's like, "Did you say Kalia?"
What's it to you?
Oh my goodness. Stay right here. And he gets up and he runs out of the tavern.
Oh no.
This is strange. This hasn't happened to me
Should
before.
should
Nazintor already has a dagger out, and he's just like,
I was about to say, I'm gonna like have one hand on my great axe, and I'm like,
Tree
Trifo,
Nazintor
like
how-
how
hide.
Trifo's pulling out his shield
Can
and
Nazintor's
he's going to
going to
hide.
hide.
Like,
Yeah.
nice.
I mean, there's tables and there's people everywhere. There's the bar.
He will hide under the table.
Okay.
You never know when there's a mimic around, right? That's my excuse.
Mimics are pretty scary. I'm gonna give you that.
So, after a couple of minutes, he comes bursting back through the door, very winded, a little bit of sweat dripping from his face. He's like, "Sorry, I'm a courier here. I have a letter for you, actually. This is for you.
Gonna
Looking
take
for you
the
all over the
letter.
I've got something I'm supposed to deliver to your hands only. Sorry, what's that?"
She's gonna take the letter, just say thank you, and flip him a gold piece.
Oh,
as a
thank you.
tip. And then
From
she's going to try to see if the letter says who it's from. Or any, like, does she recognize the handwriting?
Roll a history check.
Alright.
While you're looking, I'm just slowly and cautiously eating my ham.
there's like the slow like
check.
grab and chew.
That was a better history check than I could have hoped for. That's a 17.
17?
Ooh.
You do actually recognize the handwriting. There's no return to sender address, but it's a very crude type of writing. You recognize it as a half orc that you met years ago. He's a pretty good friend of yours. His name is Hargul Bellet.
Okay, you're gonna have to spell that out for
Yep.
me.
Har
I tentatively put my shield back.
Gul.
It's like,
It's Hargul,
alright.
and then Bellet is Belet.
Man, this
He's a
ham tastes great. What
long
do you think of it? It's pretty good, right?
Oh,
Time.
this is probably the best ham I've ever had.
friend
There's like
of
some honey in that?
Kalia's.
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
He was someone
How did
that.
they get honey up
So
there?
you were
I
actually.
don't know.
He was someone that you confided in a long time ago about the demon dog.
Oh, okay.
So
Hargul.
when you-
he was
when
that
you-
guy I got drunk with years ago. That's making more sense. That's why the name didn't sound as familiar for a second. Okay.
so when you open up the letter, it says, Kalia, you told me that if/when I heard anything about the demon dog, to use the tracking spell and get a letter to you ASAP. I'm actually in the snowy north too, in the east. I found all the signs of it. People being mauled, the land and weather changing inexplicably. Please come, and together, I can't read my own handwriting.
It'd be like that.
Same.
Please come and together we can take this thing down. Sincerely, Hargul Billet.
What you reading? What did it say?
Interesting.
What does it say?
So, I don't remember how much I've told you, Treefel. You're new, so I haven't told you anything.
I think you told us about how you're hunting a wolf that killed your family.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So there's
Yeah, I know
this
because I specifically tried to look for it in the Demonomicon.
demon dog that killed my family. I've been tracking it down here in this plane of existence for a while now. My friend, who actually has been looking for it with me and helping me find it, has found it here in the snowy north to the east.
To the
Is your family anywhere near the east?
Is my home near the east?
Your family is northwest.
Oh,
So it's the
opposite
exact
direction.
opposite direction. Would you guys be okay if we took a small detour to go kill a demon dog?
Treefel says absolutely.
Naya's a little hesitant, but eventually she's like, I understand wanting to hunt something down for the justice of your family.
Yeah, cool. I'd appreciate it.
That's
And
a
then
loaded
Alright.
statement. Is there something you want to talk about?
No.
Okay. Treefel eats another piece of ham.
I don't want to talk about
Mentor
it.
comes out from under the table and goes, okay, yeah, we can definitely go to the east. This sounds like it'll be fun.
Sure,
And
let's
the
go.
teenage boy definitely jumps a little bit when you climb out from underneath the table.
Just had to make sure you weren't anyone of concern.
Question: What's your
I would have killed you if I thought you were trying to
What's your stealth
Screw us
modifier
over.
again?
+7.
Nice.
Most of the time I go stealthy, no one sees it.
That's beautiful.
It's great.
Freaking rogues,
It's
man.
fun.
You're so great. Anyway, well, I'd say let's take a nap and start heading out.
Yeah, we should probably sleep first.
Yep.
It's gonna be a journey.
I mean, I'm good. I'm ready to go. But whatever.
I mean, it's night. It's gonna be so cold.
You can start off, you go scouting, and we'll come find you later.
I lived here, dude. Who you think you are?
I've been traveling for who knows how long.
That's the thing.
We will come across your frozen body in the morning, but yeah, go ahead, get a head start.
Dude,
Sure,
night-
get a point of exhaustion in the middle of the winter. Go for it.
I'm
Do what you
19.
want.
I'm 19 years old. I'm a big, strong dragon. That's like 23 years old in dragon.
I don't actually have no idea what my character's age is.
I don't remember if I put ages down for
I
my
don't think
characters or
I don't
not.
know if I put an age down either. Oh well. Either way.
I'm the cool one. Figured out how old I am.
Let's
Definitely
see.
older, right? I'd be older.
Yeah, no, I'd be like 23 in dragon years. But like according to human, I'm 19.
Ah, that makes sense. I would probably be in 20s, mid 20s, probably. I don't know.
Kalia is 23. And that's just going to be 23 in Water Genasi years, because I'm not about to do that.
We're not dealing with that.
Cool.
Let's look at what Ms. Zintor.
It's like the thing you walk into a bar, they grow
he's
say what's your
25.
age and species.
45?
25.
Oh, 25.
I don't know what that would be in dragon years, but he's 25.
They're only like, what? They're like 5 years ahead. Not even.
It's weird. I mean, so they mature faster than humans. So, like, you're kind of considered an adult at like 13 or 15.
Yeah, that's
As
why I
a
say
dragon?
I'm 19. But like, that's like 20s-ish.
Oh, he's probably closer to his 30s-ish then.
Cool.
He's the older generation.
Millennials,
Oh,
man.
man. Shut up.
All my siblings are millennials.
I mean, it tracks. I'm one of the older ones here in this party.
Yeah.
And based on how you play it, yes.
Okay. I need a quick break. My head's like spinning. So just
Oh.
we're good.
Okay.
I'm fine. Don't get me wrong. I'm just like I need just a second to go and collect my thoughts. So I'm just gonna run upstairs and grab just a quick little bite. Does
Go
anyone
for
need
it.
anything?
I
Drink
would
or-
love some water.
I'll
I-
get some more water, probably.
Oh.
Ooh. I know it's kind of.
No, my ear popped right before I got here. So this ear is like mad. Like I'm having a hard time hearing out of it.
I forgot I was gonna bring my own headphones.
Oh yeah.
I always forget.
I want to try that soda machine thing. I haven't tried anything
Sure.
on there yet.
We're gonna
bring another bag.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we ate the whole thing.
It's gone already. But you know,
Like we said, it's crack.
it is 100% crack.
I mean, I have fruit snacks. If y'all still want a gummy
that's
thing.
no worries.
I've
Fruit
got
snacks are
snacks
nice.
too.
Here, I can take them out. I'll take
I
'em out.
really wasn't sure, like, because normally when I bring snacks,
There's
some people
literally
eat them, or it's
one
usually
bag
just
for each
me.
of us.
No,
Oh,
like
thank-
next time I'm
I'll
bringing
take
a
them,
bag
thank
for
you.
everyone, just in
Not
case.
for every.
No.
Don't do
I
that
don't
to
need
me.
my
Don't
own.
do that to me. Don't do that
I'm
to
gonna
me.
just
Don't do that.
everyone will have their own, and we'll just watch everyone's go down at different levels.
Not a good plan. All right.
Yes,
So now-
I stole those from work.
We can now quantify how quickly people eat in this table.
Oh, definitely I eat
Is
quicker
it?
than
It
most.
is still recording. Jeremy's
It
gonna have
is.
to do some editing.
Oh, he likes to leave our random conversations we have in there.
He does. I do. That's true. I listened to them and it was great. Well, and it just kind of lets everybody know that, like, hey, ADHD people love.
So go ahead and fill it up at the fridge.
Ice.
of being mean to people.
Oh man.
Okay. Snacks. I have tortilla chips if anyone wants some.
Snacks.
Got the snacks.
Snacks. I like snacks.
Let's go find a way for our party to get traumatized again.
Alright, the
I'm
twist
already
is that the wolf
traumatized.
was your mother the whole time.
I swear if you post something like that off, someone's definitely dying in the campaign. It'll either be Kalia, Kalia's mother, or someone else.
Wait, I totally had a brain fart. Which one is the one that who is it Thorian or Kalia that had the mom that the parents killed? Family killed by dog.
Kalia is family killed by dog.
Okay, that's Kalia.
Zintor is
Edge
more
boy.
complicated.
Edge boy, yes.
But his family is still alive.
Oh, is your family still alive?
Yep.
Yes.
He has a different tragic backstory. It's not a family got murdered by...
It's a family disowned. It's more-
No.
Yeah.
Thieves Guild disowned him.
I have a.
His parents never disowned him. He just left his parents.
We
I'm-
have
I'm
similar
kind of like-
backstory.
I'm kind of like a mix.
You're a
I'm
mix.
a mix.
He
got, like,
wanted to
Half of
become
my family was killed.
an explorer, so he went and joined a Thieves Guild to learn all the tools needed in order to like explore ancient ruins. And then he got betrayed by the Thieves Guild. So like his new family betrayed him. His actual family he still loves and cares about.
Cool. Cool.
Because I didn't want to do the normal tragic backstory of your parents are dead and like everyone in your life that you care about has been killed.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm new at this, okay? Not everyone in my family was killed, though.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, we discussed. My whole family's still alive. I was just pretty much disowned because I left the tribe.
You kind of self-disowned yourself, though.
That is true.
You
Way to be the
self-disowned?
self that can be a thing.
Can
Sometimes you just disown yourself from people instead of the other way around.
There you go. Honestly, yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
Basically, he ran away from home.
Essentially.
Do you want to tell them the whole story, or do you want to save that?
That's
for later?
honestly pretty much it. It's like, yeah, because it was most of the idea came from just reading the Goliath entry of just like it's a harsh environment, so it's like if you fall behind, like they're not gonna wait up for you. So it's like my character just wasn't doing very well and just decided to leave instead of just falling behind and dying in the wilderness. So
And he was constantly made fun of and ridiculed by his tribe and everything. So he was just like, I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna leave. Like I am clearly not welcome here.
Cool.
We are definitely discussing all of this over more just normal drinks in the thieving slot.
Tree
right
fell
now.
for
Oh,
once
yeah.
in his life, got really
100%.
drunk, and he's the emotional drunk and just starts crying. How
I
does that
will-
sound?
The only thing I will tell you all is that I'm looking for someone.
The Zintor drinks like one drink and then stops because he doesn't like getting drunk and dealing with it.
Because
Neither does Naya.
Because I'm very big, how much gold
But
does
yeah,
it take
Kalia
for me
is-
to get emotional drunk to actually tell them this
Kalia is
information?
100% getting
So what are you
wasted right
drinking? You drinking ale or wine?
Hard liquor.
Okay.
Whatever the stronger one is.
That's probably ale.
At
Yeah,
this
we'll say
point,
ale.
might as well just say Trefo's just lost it.
So
Kalia's
you
gonna
probably
ask
drink-
if there's any rum around.
You probably drink like a good gallon of ale, which is 2 silver pieces.
Oh, pff, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I figured as much, but
Because I'm just like, I probably need to drink a lot because I'm a big... like, how big's an 8-foot Goliath got to drink to actually get drunk like that?
Then you just bring out a keg and give it to Treefell on his own.
yeah.
The only time my backstory's ever been told is just me getting drunk.
Sorry, someone else asked a question. Who was it?
I don't know.
Kalia was just saying she would ask if they had rum around.
There is rum. I don't technically have a thing for it, but we'll say that it's like a silver piece for a mug. For
You'll
rum,
probably
if you want.
get like 5 mugs total, so 5 silver pieces.
I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, your commitment to the character and playing him drunk right now is
That is
impressive.
true. That is true.
All he did was just practically throw the pencil right in front of me, and he said, "I don't want to talk about it."
Because I was doing this and then I fell down.
Goofing around with his pencil. Love it.
No, it's okay. I don't need an eraser. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I have another one at home.
Okay.
So does anyone else bring up any past trauma?
over
I don't
a
go
pint?
into detail. I don't even tell you who died. I just can tell you that someone in my family died, and I'm trying to find the killer.
Nazintor just basically says he got betrayed by his Thieves Guild, and that's it. He doesn't go into any detail.
But it's some juicy detail.
Juicy detail.
Yeah.
I also don't know who killed my family member.
And is that who you're searching for to murder? I'm speaking out top of the table, not as Trifo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, can't wait to kill him.
Who are we killing? What?
Now, go back to sleep, Trifo.
Okay.
Don't worry about it later.
Passes out on the table.
We
Just
should
starts crying
probably
again.
rent a room and get him up to it. Hey, this
No,
Goliath here wants to rent rooms for us. How much is that going to
No,
cost?
it's okay. I can get myself there. I stand up and I faint. I'm just unconscious now.
Nizintor and Kalia are going to pick you up, and then, Nizintor's literally going to just check through your pockets to pull out the gold needed to pay for the rooms.
Oh my gosh.
It's basically going to be a gold piece per room.
Alright, he's going to order 4 rooms for the 4 of them and then pay for it from Chifa's money.
That's fair. That's fair. I like that idea.
I love how you're just like, that's fair.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I'm like, yeah, that would happen. I'm all for it.
If he's drunk and passing out, there's no way Nizintor's going to pay for it.
Ain't no way.
True. True.
He just gave him 40 platinum pieces. He's feeling slighted as it is.
I don't know all of you enough to care yet.
Right, Summer? We don't know you well enough to care either, so if you're the one to die on this hunting party, we're not going to give a...
The only reason I'm here is because this glowing lady told me I should be, so...
Yeah, it gets kind of weird when it first happens. At
Glowing
least yours
lady
wasn't
is weird.
because of a forest fire.
The glowing...
Yeah, Jeremy did tell me that story.
The glowing lady is weird. She showed up and then told me to go to a town like you.
Well, she didn't even tell me where to go. She just showed me the faces and then said, find them and join them. And I was like, I have to work.
She showed you your face?
No,
Your face?
Your face.
My face?
Yeah, she showed me your face in a vision.
Oh, my face.
Trifo just starts crying again.
Starts crying again.
He's like, that's so beautiful of her.
That's so nice of her.
I'm just laughing at you because
Literally,
you're just
I
so
need to mention,
weird.
this entire time, I'm pretty much playing it as Trevel either doesn't drink or drinks very little. So this is just wild.
I mean, at this point, Nizintor's going to be like, there, and he's going to pocket 10 of the platinum that he gave to Trifo back to himself.
Alright, noted. Just taking
He's just like, I just can't, nope.
I'm just laughing from a distance, just taking a drink of my, second pint, and I'm just like, you
Like, this is
stupid
payment for
amateurs.
you being drunk, so this is what you get.
I take
Oh,
my
boy.
long rest.
After passing out. Good thing you ate. Don't throw it up.
Okay.
Okay, so the next morning, Kalia, your point of exhaustion is gone. Trifel,
One
roll
up
me a
by
Constitution saving throw.
What? You have to do a saving throw? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, Constitution. Why? What else would happen? Oh, thank you. I was like, where's all my dice? It's because they're all on the dice.
They're all on the dice chair.
I also need to think about what they've done. That is the fourth 2 I have rolled all day today. That is the fourth 2. That's a 4.
That's a 4.
It's a 4.
I think you failed that saving throw.
Uh-huh.
So you are dead asleep on your back when suddenly you bolt up and just projectile vomit all over the bed.
No! I told you not to do that!
Oh, I thought we were all in different rooms.
I can hear it.
She's in the conjoining room, and you just hear this just guttural.
And I'm like, dude!
Oh no.
And the Zentor's just yelling out, "You're paying for that!"
I yell, guys, how much did I drink?
So you have
Like 4
2 points of
pints.
exhaustion from your hangover.
2 points of exhaustion.
2 points of exhaustion. My dude.
So we've got a party member that recovered one of her 2 points of exhaustion.
And just gave
And
it.
we just gained 2 of them straight back onto a different one.
How much did I talk about last night?
We know your whole family story.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I'll see y'all in an
Your
hour.
dad's the chieftain. You hate everything about the fact that you weren't good enough. You felt, underappreciated. He's not proud in you. You ran away from home and blah, 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 blah.
But he didn't mention anything about the secret of your name. So you
No.
have a little bit of...
I still have something.
You have
You
a
still-
secret of your name?
In the book, talks about how Goliaths are given nicknames based on like their characteristics or tribe things.
So, Treefell,
Yes, what do you think Trifa would be above the table?
you definitely were the woodcutter of the group.
Nope. That wasn't it.
Did a tree fall on you?
No.
Did you fall off
Aw.
a tree when you were really young and that
No.
explains everything?
No.
Can you text me his full name?
Yes.
Just doesn't have to be right now. But just
Above
at
the
some
table,
point.
his name, Treefell, is because he's actually like one of the taller people in the group, and he's also extremely clumsy, as you could probably tell.
So he falls like a tree.
I guess that makes sense.
Hence, Treefell.
Interesting.
And in Goliath culture, you usually it's your nickname that you go by. So if you're given a nickname, you just deal with it.
When you first introduce yourself to somebody, you introduce your entire name, but you call yourself by your nickname.
Did you introduce yourself as your entire full name?
I
when
think
you
I just did
introduced to
Treefell,
us?
but I don't know. Either way.
I can't remember.
But
We
that
could
doesn't mean
retcon
they-
it.
I could always just peek over and take a look at it.
But now he has a record of it.
Okay. I didn't read it.
Yeah, I was like, but your character still wouldn't know it.
No. I
And
wouldn't.
what's great about speaking a second language is you have more crazy words to base words off of. It's great. Anyway.
Cool, you can speak a second language, so can we.
That just makes me wonder what
No,
my
he's saying
name would
him
be
as a
if I was a
person.
Goliath.
Oh, okay.
Because he can
true.
speak
I know.
Portuguese.
Never mind. I thought you were talking about in the game. I was
No.
like, all of our characters can probably speak more than one language.
The full
too.
name was Burks
Yeah, I speak
Treefell
two
Jelovi Kolai.
Oh, E. coli. Nice. Now I know exactly what it is.
Because Jelovi is, I just took the word for ice in Portuguese, which was gelo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I just Jelovi.
It sounds very...
Definitely sounds more like
Russian.
something Russian. I'm
Yeah.
gonna throw that one out
Oh,
there.
wait, are we talking about
Jello.
like in real life? People speak more than one language at
He
this
speaks
game?
Portuguese.
I speak Portuguese.
Well, I know that, but
Yeah.
like I speak one language.
That's cool.
He
Same.
speaks two, though, so that's what we were talking about.
Okay, I
And
thought
I'm
you were
saying,
talking
like-
about my character speaks more.
Well, that's
than
what
one
I was
language.
thinking too at first. Hence the confusion.
We're all getting very confused now.
The three
Welcome
languages.
to playing D&D with me. I'm
Yay!
confusing myself as we go.
The three languages I speak are Common, Giant, and Celestial. As a cleric.
I speak Common and Draconic.
Nice. What was yours?
Common, Draconic, Elven for the Zentor. And for Kalia, it's
Probably Common, Genasi.
Abyssal, Aquan, Common, Deep Speech, and Primordial.
I speak all of them.
Good job.
Nice.
Me, DM, creates world. I can speak any language.
It's all mine. Ha ha ha.
I can create my own language.
Please do, but
It's like
give us an
Tolkien.
alphabet.
I almost did that one time when I was in like 6th grade. Like I almost made my own script. I got like 5 letters in or something.
I had a kid
It's
in
fun,
middle
it's
school
fun.
who taught himself the Artemis Fowl language, the Elven language they use,
Oh.
and would write in that language, like, everything. I don't know how he did it, but I was just like, alright, that's impressive.
I had a friend where we wanted to learn Draconic from Skyrim. Both the written and verbal form.
Oh yeah, because they.
'Cause
How
it's
did
like-
that
That'd
go?
be hard.
It's like a couple thousand words for that language. Like it's actually pretty hashed out.
Never played Skyrim, so.
It's a
You're
good game.
missing out on a good game.
I've played 2 games that have their own fake languages that you're able to learn. One was Fez, and it was just a cipher. Like, it was just this letter corresponds to this letter. Then I played Tunic. That one's a lot more complicated because it bases it on sounds instead of letters. So
That
it was a
sounds
lot harder to figure it
terrible.
out, but it was really fun to figure it out. But anyway. Yes,
What
so
fun
I
conversations we have while we sleep.
Yes, anyway.
Yeah.
It's weird. I had this weird dream, guys. We were like, there was like 5 people around a table. I never recognized them before.
Huh.
They were just talking about random things.
Imagine a him as 2.
Treefell was there as well because it was his dream.
Well, that still only makes it 4.
Huh. Anyway. Hey guys, I can't count. How does that sound? I sound so much more crispy if I do that. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello. Oh yeah,
Howdy.
that does sound way
Yes.
more crisp.
Welcome to our...
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Very happy to have you.
Would you like some ASMR?
Have some happy little trees.
Here, listen to this dice fall down my dice tower.
We have strayed so far off of where we started.
So anyway, yes, Treefell, is there a washcloth that he can wash the sheets with? Or then we have to just leave it because he feels bad about leaving it there.
There's definitely some things that you could do.
I clean it up the best I can and leave like 5, and I leave like a platinum piece with a note that says I'm sorry. Sad face on it.
Roll a perception check.
Okay. Where is it? Where's my dice? All of my dice are in the jail because I rolled so bad. Okay, there we go. 13 plus 3. 16.
Between the headache and everything, you are able to notice that you are missing a significant chunk of cash.
Oh, wait. Sorry. The perception check was 14. I have a -2.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But you still do notice that you are missing a significant chunk of change.
Are we still neighbors? Are we still able to yell at each other like we were before? Nizentor,
What?
did you take some of my money?
Some of the money I gave you? Yes.
Was it just used to pay for the stuff?
Mainly.
That's fair. All right. For the rest of the day.
Okay.
We're both getting drunk.
Okay, so you kind of clean it up as best you can, but you don't notice it, but there is a smell in the room right now. You don't notice it because you were the one that created it, but there is a very
smell.
Dude,
intense smell.
smells bad in there.
It's just seeping through the wall into Naya's room.
Yo!
At this point, y'all realize that you haven't heard Kalia at all. That's because she's been outside for about the last hour waiting to, like, go. Because she's, like, super excited to finally hunt down this demon dog and kill it.
I leave 2 platinum pieces on the counter as a tip to say sorry. And we leave. I leave and wait outside with her.
The moment I see Tree fall, I'm just gonna kind of like smack him in the back of the head a little bit.
What?
'Cause you threw up and it smells bad!
No!
Zinter walks out with,
This
like,
is why I don't drink. I'm sorry. It's been a rough week.
a hood covering his face so he can try to block off the smell as much as possible.
Not that!
Well, you know, dragons have different senses than
Yeah, that's
You're
why
right.
that's why I
Goliath,
yelled
you're
at you
right.
and smacked you in the back of the head.
You're right. I leave and I'm like, I have the hood up and everything. I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I'm out of the building and I'm walking away.
Is there anything that everyone want to do before you leave town?
Let's get that sled
Should
thing.
we-
Should we
Check.
go to that magical item store?
That's what I was just about to suggest. So sure, why not?
Oh, sorry, there's a what now?
Was it
There's
the
a magic
fat
item store.
pint?
Oh, sure, let's
Is
go
that
there
what it's
then.
called? The fat pint?
The trade post?
Yeah.
So Nazintor definitely hasn't told anyone about it yet, so he's gonna go there first and just kind of try to sneak his way through.
Well, I mean, I see you.
Do you?
know?
Can I see him?
I'm straight up stealthing for this.
Roll stealth check, roll perception check.
Oh, that's a natural one. She can see me.
I got a 4.
So barely.
So you step on a branch. And
what is your proficiency in it, though?
My proficiency. Oh, in which one?
For perception.
Oh, I have a +2, so it's a 6.
So I got an 8 total. Does that make a difference?
But it
That
isn't
does
nat
make a
1.
difference.
Isn't it nat 1 though?
It's a nat 1. That's why I'm wondering. So I'm like, it's a nat 1 with a higher score than what
Just
she
because
got
I think
still.
it's funny, we're gonna say that the nat 1 means that she does see you.
Okay,
Cool.
that's fair.
You stepped on a twig and everyone turns and sees you sneaking away 5 feet away.
He's a black dragonborn in the middle of a white field of snow. It's kind of hard to not notice
Well,
him.
and me being the glowing green emerald gem dragon, I'm just like, where's the black one going? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, no!
Where's the black
No, what did I do?
Apparently, dragonborns are all racist. Who knew?
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
You know, I think that's a good stopping point for the
That's
day.
a great stopping point.
I think we're. I think we're
Don't end on that note, no!
Quickly, let's move.
We are devolving rapidly.
Kill me now. Just kill me now. I'm so sorry. No, don't end on that.
I'm not
Oh my
ending it.
gosh.
I'm just turning it down. You guys screaming is very loud for the recording.
I'm sorry. Oh my gosh.
That was cursed.
I'm so sorry.
So we have the black dragonborn that hates gold dragonborns. We've got the jewel dragonborn that hates black dragonborns.
I don't hate
we're
them.
just all-
I'm just like, where's
we're
he
all
going? I
racist
can
here.
see him. I'm just like, where's he going?
Bruh.
I'm sorry. I'm just gonna go die in the corner now.
Guess I'll die.
Naya now becomes a raging alcoholic. Get it, raging because barbarian.
I'll buy you a pint.
Yep.
Subclass into monk, they have the drunk variety. The drunken master.
Oh my gosh. Nope. Okay.
Alright, so
I'm
Nazintor is
just-
still
I'm
going to
just
take
following.
off after them.
Yeah,
We're
I'm just
gonna
following.
Take off.
Alright, yeah, I follow behind. We're following the Zintor now. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 What do we find at the magical trading post that is known as
The fat pint.
the Fat Pint? Where did I put that note?
I don't know.
Ah, it's right here. Yep, the Fat Pint.
Oh, because you didn't believe her?
No, I just wanted to make sure I remembered where I put it, because I need to try to segment stuff into where it goes in my head. Because I don't have any actual organization for my notes yet, so I'm just kind of putting stuff on random pages, and I need to like remember which page is which.
I know, I'm trying to actually organize my stuff into so it's like that's why you see me kind of back here pecking away,
No worries.
because it's like something comes up and I'm like, I gotta add that in.
I'm gonna be canceled, aren't I?
It's like, good thing
Gets canceled.
not many people listen to this yet.
I'm sorry, the dice jail doesn't have room for you.
My video is
Yeah,
gonna get
I'll
tagged for
shrink.
racism.
I'm already shrunk far small enough to be put in that jail. So
Yeah, my video is gonna get flagged for racism now.
Gosh.
oh no.
No, it should be fine. We can say black, like that's not like.
It just sounded really bad out of
It
context.
really did. It sounded so bad.
I can make a YouTube short now with that. Where's
No!
the black one going?
Okay.
Only if you can hear the full 5 minutes of us freaking out after.
No, you really need like our reaction to that, because like she just goes into full like
Like, oh
crap
gosh.
moment, and both of us are here trying to not die and like fall off our chairs laughing.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm like beet red face, aren't I?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
We can take a moment. It's okay.
I just need like 2 seconds.
If you were to take that face and put it onto your Emerald Dragonborn, you would look like a Christmas tree.
Holy cow.
Guys, I promise I'm not racist. I promise you I'm not racist. I can't even explain myself. I'm sorry.
Gosh, I love it. I love this game. This game is my favorite.
I love just the tangents we have been on today.
The tangents today has been wild.
Oh.
This is a great second impression I'm making.
It's okay. Next week when we play the weakest link in part of the D&D game, there's no reason why.
Jeez.
For your information,
No, you're great.
I said one stupid thing, but I'm a tank. So
We need a tank right now.
You
Trust
can
me,
take it. We need a tank.
right
We're
now.
very squishy in this party.
yeah.
It's been fun, but when it's me and George, we don't have a good tank, and it gets rough real quickly.
I'm a slightly tankier cleric. Slightly. Not very much, though.
No. But
I'm very good at doing damage and then dying from the damage dealt back to me.
I think I gave myself a stomach ache.
Are you okay? Speaking of which, though, it is fun having you in the party.
Okay, thank you.
Don't
You're
think
fun.
that we
You're fun.
don't
You're a good
enjoy
time.
it.
You're a good
Okay,
time.
good. It keeps replaying in my mind. Let's move on.
And worst comes to worst, we kill off a character and start a new one.
Yep.
Please, describe to us what the Fat Pint is like and what
Yes,
objects
please.
they sell there for goods and services.
So you walk in and you are greeted by a pretty jolly looking man, right?
Is it Santa?
It's not. Oh wait.
Is he Santa?
You can make him look like Santa.
He can look like Santa.
No.
It's a requirement in every single winter location that something looks like Santa. That's like a
Yeah,
given.
but it can be the crazy deranged guy that lives in a cave in the middle of nowhere in the wintry north.
What a better place for Santa than like an item store?
A toy shop.
It's a magical item store.
The toy shop.
So
Oh.
a toy shop, magical item store, the toy shop.
No, just like a legitimate toy shop where children's toys are made in the game.
Are you regretting your choices?
No, I'm
regretting mine.
Yeah, and who keeps bringing it up?
Me!
Yeah.
The person following regret, clearly.
I overthink everything. I don't know if you know this about me.
You're gonna fit right in.
You're
man.
fitting right in. Literally, half of our party took the alert feat specifically because of Jeremy.
You're gonna
Yeah, but
fit
it's just
right
me
in.
overthinking. It's great.
It's true. It's fine.
Did you not hear us talking about how to try to get the West Wind's name off of the ship? That was literally us taking 8 minutes to decide something that Jeremy was like, it's gonna just automatically do it for you.
But hey, you know what? It was fun nonetheless. He is a very large man, clean shaven, but he's got a very red face. Like he's, you know when really large people are kind of wheezing and such because like they're just constantly tired from being so large and moving around. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of one of those people.
Okay.
Hence the fat pint.
Got it.
Guess that makes sense.
Because I'm funny. So it comes. So you all kind of walk in. He's like, he's sitting back behind the counter, and he's like, "Welcome. look around. Let me know if you need anything. Yeah,
Okay.
that's about it.
And the Zentor looks at him, turns, and starts immediately scanning for magical items.
What do you have for keeping warm?
Well, so you look around, and it's kind of a more typical trading post.
Yeah.
They have there are there's a section of cloaks. There's padded shirts. There's snowshoes. There's they've got all that stuff. They have kind of your typical rations and food items and such. They have a couple of weapons. There's one section that Nazintor notices pretty quick off that there's just a sign that says magic items. It's a little plank of wood that's kind of had it scrawled into it, magic items. It's a very, very small section. It's kind of a little tabletop with stuff. But you see there are a couple of rings. There's like a little pendant. Doesn't have the chain for it, but there's a pendant that you would normally wear as a necklace. And then a pair of boots. And that's all that's in the magic item section.
What do all 4 of those do?
Well...
And how much do all 4 of them cost is the next question. Do
Yes.
100% he's going to ask. And then he's going to start looking at not Treefel, because Treefel won't go for it, but he's going to start trying to wink at the other 2 and kind of just point to the stuff, then wink and kind of just he's trying to.
Naya's avoiding eye
He's trying to
contact
give
with you
that
right
vibe.
Naya's just
But
fully.
you're trying to
avoiding eye
communicate with
contact.
your eyes, and it's just like.
Naya's just like, you don't want to know what I said about you. It's fine.
Yeah, he does notice that Naya's avoiding eye contact, and it's weird because he's trying to get eye contact from them, and Naya's just straight avoiding it, and then he's looking at Kalia going basically trying to hand signal distract him, and that's about it.
I dropped the lid of my drink. Where did it go?
You keep dropping.
I'm dropping
things.
everything today.
I don't know.
What is happening?
Oh, found it.
How did it get over there?
It rolls.
It
You're right.
is kind of a circular object.
Great. Thank you.
The Zentor's even gonna kind of walk up to Naya and just kind of ask, "So why are you so red right now?"
Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
Anyway, welcome to ASMR D&D.
There's something going on between you two, and he's looking directly at Treefel.
Treefel's
and Naya,
looking at cloaks right now. He's like, "What? What's going on?"
You just said, "Don't worry about it."
No, that was me. Sorry, that wasn't Treefel.
I thought that was Treefel. I'm so confused right now. What's going on?
I don't know. It's fine. I'm sorry. I need to remember to do a character voice. I'm sorry. Anyway. ASMR.
Wait.
Magical items.
Not what?
Do you have a crush on Treefel? And he's gonna whisper it to you. Well, you're avoiding eye contact with me, so clearly something happened.
It's because I said something.
What'd you say?
It was very racist towards other dragons, but I'm a dragonborn, so hopefully it's not as racist.
Oh, so you hate other Dragonborns too? Cool. I thought that was just a black Dragonborn thing. Okay, so here's the deal. Chromatic dragons, we tend to not like the metallic dragons as much. I honestly have never met a gem dragon, I believe you guys are. So I have no idea what you guys are like, but we don't like the metallic dragons as much. We tend to have issues with that.
Well, I mean,
Apparently you guys hate chromatic dragons though, which I guess that's fair. So
I-
maybe that's the thing. Metallic dragons hate the gem dragons hate the chromatic dragons, and the chromatic dragons hate the metallic dragons. That way it's one big circle of we all just hate each other.
Dragonborns
I'm okay
just
with that.
don't get along, do they?
Thank you for putting my embarrassment into a part of the story.
You're welcome. It's what I'm good at.
It's just a triangle of hatred.
I roll with the punches.
Honestly,
I will roll with the punches.
I have a hard time with y'all, but you know what? It's fine.
Okay, it's okay.
It's fine.
I get it, because we used to have a gold metallic dragon as a part of the party, and I hated him. So I fully understand.
But then again, it's like at the same time, like whatever. We have to work together.
I will say
we'll
this:
get
I
along
probably
eventually.
will never give you gold again because of it. So
Dang.
that platinum you got from me
Dang.
is all you're ever gonna get from me.
That's rude.
Yeah, that's how I am.
That
though.
just means I'm not gonna ever spend money unless I really have to.
That's fair. Treefell's pretty good about spending money, so
I
he'll
was gonna
probably
say
be the one to
I'm
pick it up
probably
for ya.
gonna rely on Treefell a lot.
Yeah.
I was looking at the sword. Huh? What? What's going on?
Nothing. Don't worry about
No,
it.
we're just talking about how much I really don't like his kind.
Oh. Okay.
Because I'm a gem dragon.
Oh.
It's a thing. So I figured it out. Metallic Dragonborns hate the gem dragons dragons hate the chromatic dragons, and the chromatic dragons hate the metallic dragons.
Okay.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
now, like, it makes more sense now, because it's kind of just like this big circle of hate instead of just like one side hating the other side.
I guess, yeah, like you got tribes up here, they all just as a baseline hate each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Hence me saying, where's the book? I can't even say it again. Hey, that's a good sign, right? I can't say it again.
Sure. Welcome to D&D. We will be discussing the racism as a part of the different races of the game.
I'm just gonna, sink under the table. It's fine.
That would actually be a good podcast episode.
Racism in D&D?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
There's probably a conversation about that somewhere. Anyway.
I mean, the first season of Critical Role, they kind of have a similar thing going on.
And there's also just kind of baseline of elves hate dwarves and dwarves hate elves too.
Yeah.
There's some fantasy has a lot of tropes.
Fantasy
there's
racism.
some racism.
What
in
is
it.
happening?
And orcs. I mean, most people just hate orcs.
Just as a baseline, yeah. Same with tieflings before they changed that in the newer version.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Thank you.
Yeah,
all.
like tieflings used to be kind of hated.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of changed that.
They still are.
Drow are hated everywhere, basically.
Yeah,
Like, there's a lot of stuff.
There's some racism in D&D, guys.
Who knew? It was probably created long ago by people who didn't care as much about these things, but we care more now because society has changed, grown, and evolved.
Exactly.
And we're going to change it to make it so there's less racism in D&D, which is why the new D&D is coming out.
Yes.
Great.
We're gonna have a character arc in which the chromatic dragons learn to love each other.
You want
So
to know
what are
about
the magic items?
Anyway, now that Jeremy has had sufficient time of us trying to entertain people with our own, what I'm going to just call it as it is, a bullcrap.
Hey guys, racism
Yes.
is bad. Don't do it.
Yes,
You
please.
sounded like somebody else when you did that. I was like, who the heck?
I did not mean that in actual terms. This was just in the game, and I apologize.
Please remember, we are all humans, and we all deserve to be treated equally and with respect, regardless of anything such as race, color, and or culture. Thank you.
All right, with that disclaimer out of the way.
With that disclaimer.
So racism. No.
So anyway, yeah, this ring is good.
So
What does the ring do?
This ring causes the wearer to just be racist to anybody and everybody. I'm kidding.
Well,
So what do you want to do?
am I already wearing it?
What do you want to know first? There was the two rings, a medallion,
Pendant first.
So you pick that up and show it to the.
What's his name again? The shopkeeper's name?
Santa.
Did I write it down? Did I tell you what his name was?
I don't remember. My head has gone in a multitude of directions. In the
I don't know
past
if I
10
did tell you, but
minutes.
it's Fenton Keel.
Fenton Keel.
Fenton.
He sounds like someone who is a fence.
Fence?
That's all I'm gonna say.
That's just because his name starts with Fen. You're like, he's a fence.
No, Fenton. Fenton definitely is a fence name.
Keel, Keel.
Oh, I was right.
Okay. So you pick it up, and it's in the shape of a little skull with kind of rubies for eyes, right? And like I said, it doesn't have the chain part of the necklace. And, it kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, there's is the Medallion of Thoughts. Basically, it lets you cast Detect Thoughts. So it has 3 charges.
Can you use? Is it 3 charges only?
The medallion has 3 charges. While wearing it, you can use an action to expend 1 charge to cast the Detect Thoughts spell. A DC of 13. The medallion regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn.
Okay, all right. That's what I needed to know. It gains them back.
All right. What's the next one?
Next would be the boots.
Boots. Boots of Winterlands. They're furred boots. They're snug, feel quite warm. While you wear them, you gain the following benefits. You have resistance to cold damage. You ignore difficult terrain created by ice or snow. You can tolerate temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit without any additional protection. If you wear heavy clothes, you can tolerate temperatures as low as 100 degrees Fahrenheit.
You know, that sounds like that'd be perfect for someone who is a pink.
Honestly, yes.
Okay.
Anyway, what else is there?
2 rings.
2 rings. There's the Ring of Warmth. While wearing this ring, you have resistance to cold damage. In addition, you and everything you wear and carry are unharmed by temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Okay.
Last one, Ring of Swimming. You have a swimming speed of 40 feet while wearing this ring.
Nice.
All right. Ring of Warmth. The boots would probably be the top 2 priorities to try to get.
Yes. How expensive?
And then the pendant of Detect Thoughts would be the next one. Nizentor's going to kind of just say as he talks to the group.
Okay.
So he tells you that the medallion, because it doesn't have the chain, he'll say is 500. Everything else is 750.
Well,
I cannot afford it.
If we pull our resources together...
Nizentor, you have so much money.
I gave it away to everyone.
You gave all of it away?
I gave 40 platinum to her, 40 platinum to Treefell, which I took 10 back, so that he's now at 30, and I gave 40 platinum to Kalia. And Kalia has spent
didn't you also
8 platinum
didn't
already.
you divide
You would
it
have
and then
grabbed
went
thousands
back
of
more?
gold worth. Thousands.
Also, didn't you divide it and then go back and get more because you had more room
We
in your
never
bag?
said that I got more for sure, though, so I didn't know. Do I have more?
Yeah.
You said, so I told you that you filled the bag
Yeah.
of holding.
Yeah, and you told
That
me I
holds
filled
500 pounds worth of stuff, or I think it's 64 cubic feet.
So give me a number here. How much, like, platinum would you say he has in that bag of holding?
Oh boy.
Roll the
Because
dice. Roll the dice.
Just from what I had grabbed, it had been 1,600.
Bro's out here like Scrooge McDuck. He could jump into that bag and swim around.
I thought I was at 1,600 for the whole bag. If we're not at that number, I'm happy to go to a different number here.
It's definitely a different number. Give me a second to crunch
Okay.
some numbers.
You
This
take your time.
session is crazy.
Oh gosh.
I don't know how much gold weighs.
Okay, Google. How much does gold weigh?
According to Wikipedia, gold is measured in troy ounces, often simply referred to as ounces when the reference to gold is evident.
0.02 pounds. 50 coins weigh a pound.
1034768 grams.
31.10 grams.
Thanks, Google.
So 50 coins weigh a pound.
How many pounds can the bag of holding carry?
500.
31.1 grams is 0.0686 pounds.
Shut up.
And that's gold pieces. So if you just
So
assume
50
that
gold is 1 pound. We have 500 pounds of gold.
probably a little bit less because there's other stuff in there.
So 500, 2,500. 2,500 plus a 0.
And he also did
25,000 gold.
he also took gems, which are worth more per pound.
At least
Maybe
25,000 gold.
Maybe say like
We're gonna say
18,000?
We're gonna say 15,000 gold.
Sounds good.
You have 15,000 gold.
15,000
Keep in mind we do
gold.
have to we have to pay the keep back when we get there.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
15,000
So don't go on a spending spree. We do still need to pay the keep.
So 15000.
Zero. Yes. Technically, if you go by just weight standards,
It'd
it'd
be
be
like-
25,000 gold. But we're doing 15,000 gold.
Because Jeremy still wants us
Is
to
that
actually
in
care for him.
platinum?
Well, and you still have like
Or
gems and
gold.
stuff.
That's the amount of money you have worth of gold.
Hey, you got?
But that is a mixture of
Hey.
gems, that's a mixture of gold pieces, that's a mixture of platinum
Hey,
pieces.
you got any plate armor here?
Okay. All right. So just out of stupid curiosity here, to make it easier to manage, I'm just putting 15,000 gold pieces down in the inventory.
Sounds good.
Okay. Also, how
Well,
much
that's what you
does
have,
a
right?
ship like the West Wind cost?
Oh boy, I have that somewhere.
I
Hold
would
on.
like
We
to
do
know
still
that.
need to buy a keep. We still need to pay the keep workers
Yes.
for maintaining our home.
Which that
But-
is a thing. You could send it
Yes,
through
we
the
have a
postal
keep-
service.
yeah.
So that teenager, he does work for a postal service. That's him and his sister runs it.
Something tells me though that we could pay off a year of them and only use like 500 gold for that.
How much was it per week? It was 40.
It was not that much. It was
It
nothing
was like 40 a
crazy.
month.
So 40 times 12, 420.
480.
480.
So yeah, I sent down, 800 and 960, and we've paid them off for 2 years.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Why can't I find the store? There we go.
So I hope that this makes up for me not giving you guys any money.
No, you're doing great.
I didn't give them much money before. Or
Well,
at least they...
you gave me 150, so
I already have this advantage on stealth. Do I really need to care about having stealth anymore?
In what way? for
Nazentor,
plate ar- for armor.
anytime he needs to stealth, has disappeared from you all anyways. Minus the one time that he didn't get to disappear, but
Can I borrow 1,000 gold so that I can get a 20 AC?
Okay, one, we have to make sure that this shopkeeper actually has what you're looking for.
Shopkeep, do you have plate armor?
Two, sure.
Because listen, if you want your healer to have 20 AC,
I'm not going to complain about it. That's all I'm saying.
No, he does not.
what does he have?
Jeremy is not.
I
gonna
have
power level
okay, I have a
us,
lot
though.
of things that I'm looking up at the moment. So
Okay,
give me a
one
second.
thing at a time. Let's focus on him
The
first.
ship.
The ship. Focus on ship first.
Because, like, legitimately, this is also a form of business. If we buy a ship, that becomes a shipping, ship for us.
I mean, we also
Yeah.
have the
Shipping
captain.
Passive
who we're working with,
income.
too.
Passive income. That's what I'm
for
looking
for
at.
the ice cream, right?
Ice cream and just for us in general.
Cool.
Anytime we come and say, hey, the West Wind, you've done, how many shipments, now we get a percentage of that cut because we own the
Waterborne.
place.
Are we talking
not a
like a
bad
long
deal.
ship, a keel boat, a galley?
It was a pirate ship, so I'm not sure which one that
A
would count.
pirate ship would be counted as a warship?
Where are you looking? Oh, under vehicles, wouldn't it?
Yes. Page 157. Because a keel boat is 3,000. A longship is 10,000. A warship is 25,000.
Dang.
Yeah, so you guys would have been considered a warship.
All right.
Yeah,
so
the
we
West
haven't
Wind
got
is
to
a
the
warship.
West Wind yet.
What would have your ship been counted as? It wouldn't have been a warship because it had no weapons.
There's a transportation ship.
So would it
Probably
be
would've-
maybe a sailing ship or a longship?
Yeah, probably.
I still don't think it's a bad idea to buy a sailing ship if we could. It
Sailing
can help
ship
us
is-
get around the world better.
True.
But I'm not sure.
Sailing ship is 10,000 gold pieces.
It'd still leave us 5,000 for other things. How much is an airship again?
I forgot.
It's not on this one.
An airship's probably more expensive, but
It's
that's
going-
kind of
it's
what
going
I
to be
want to.
expensive.
I want to save up for an airship more than anything right now. Or cool magical stuff like this that we could just buy without even trying, because apparently I'm that rich. But speaking of, so he literally gave you guys 40 platinum, and he was holding back the fact that he had, 15,000 freaking dollars
That's fair.
in the bank account. Are there bank accounts in D&D? Can I store this money somewhere so I can put
Tab.
more stuff into the bag of holding? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, so
Ship first. Ship first. One thing at a time.
Sorry,
So,
I'm
airship-
I'm not. I'm going into. I told you I'm going into my Skyrim mode, and I'm just
We're in Skyrim
what
mode.
can I buy or what
Level
can I
100
greedily
stealth. I
hoard?
crouch and I disappear.
I'm shooting arrows at someone, and they're just saying must have been the wind, and I'm literally right in front of them.
Huh, must have been the wind. so there's not very much left.
You can have the rest.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
So an
No, you're
airship, it says, is 20,000 gold.
We are so saving up for an airship. We're so close. Dude, we can have an airship and it'd be better than a ship because it can go anywhere.
I think. How about we don't spend money and we just save for it?
That's right. No, we're gonna buy these items because it's not that expensive. And I do think the warmth will help her, and I think the warmth will help Zintor, so he's gonna buy it even if you guys say no.
Yeah.
And then he
What
just
did
wants
the boots do
penny to
again? I totally
protect
forgot what
bots.
the boots do.
Basically, so in a nutshell, you don't get cold in the frigid north. You don't have disadvantage when going through difficult, or you don't lose speed in difficult terrain when it's caused by snow or ice.
Oh, cool.
Can't remember what else it was.
And you can survive up to 100-degree temperatures if you're covered in something warm, and if you're not covered in something warm, it's negative 50-degree temperatures. Which I think is perfect for you as a barbarian if you're going to be running around in difficult terrain. We
And
want
you
you
have
to not
resistance to cold damage.
do that.
That'd be awesome.
I also should mention, as a Goliath, I don't need to worry about like weather, right? Because I'm acclimated to cold already.
Yeah, so you're honestly, yeah, so you don't need.
I mean, I'm still gonna
Cold.
get hit by ice attacks.
Yeah, you don't
but-
need to bother with cold weather clothing.
Got it.
The ring will probably go to Kalia because she's probably at an extreme disadvantage in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not used to the cold at all, and she has basically not stopped shivering and quaking. Like, you can see it whenever you're looking at her. Like she's just not like ADHD movement, but like I can't stop shivering
Yeah.
movement. Whereas Nizintor, while being not comfortable, is less like shivery.
Yeah.
Like, he's been in some cold weather situations before, but not anything to the extreme.
Well, and same with Naya. Not totally comfortable, but not extremely uncomfortable either.
So we're not going to buy the Ring of Swimming because I literally have I do not know why we would need the Ring of Swimming.
Jeremy is planning to have the next encounter take place in a lake.
That's okay. Because even if that's the case, we literally have someone who can breathe underwater. So she could save all of us even if we all were in
The
issues.
ring of swimming would probably be really good for her.
She already has like a 40-foot movement speed in the water, though.
Anyway, yes.
The highest they have is chainmail.
Chainmail. I think I might already have chainmail. I don't remember.
Okay. So the pendant was how much?
500.
And then
rest
the
was
other two is
750?
$750.
Yeah.
So that is a total of
Hang on.
2,000.
With all of it, it should be a little bit more than that.
Well, no, because
No,
I'm
it's
not buying the
2,000.
Ring of Swimming.
Oh,
It would
then
be
yes, 2,000.
$27.50 if we're buying the Ring of Swimming. Okay, so 2,000 gold is going to those items.
So are you just giving me these boots then?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
I think they'll be helpful for you.
Cool. I'm writing this down. What
And
are they?
then-
What are the boots called?
They are the boots of the Winterlands.
Okay.
And then you said what for the pendant?
It's called Medallion of Thoughts.
Okay. Do these items need to be attuned?
The Medallion of Thoughts does.
Okay. Two?
The boots don't, right?
The Ring of Warmth requires attunement, and the boots do as well.
Oh,
So they all require attunement.
All right. Can Kalia put on the Ring of Warmth and start attuning to that?
Mhm.
And the Zintor is going to keep the Medallion of Thoughts for himself. He's going to just take out, like, basically something like this, that kind of, like, material that he has in his
Just a little leather strip.
inventory, a little leather strip, and just tie a quick pendant and put it around. He's going to actually tie it to the pendant of the medallion that he made of Eldath's medallion, and he's just going to put that on with it as well, so he has both of them hanging together.
Okay.
Can't wait till I can get plate, but I will replace my armor with chainmail for 75 gold pieces.
Oh, what do you have?
I have scale mail,
Oh, okay.
which is 14 plus a dex with a disadvantage to stealth. So I'll upgrade it to a flat 16 with chainmail, though I still have disadvantage with stealth.
Okay.
Because, fun fact, my character is actually strong enough to wear plate mail. It's great.
Oh, and then he is going to find that courier, and he's going to send 480 gold for the next year for the staff.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Give him a bonus, make it 687 gold.
Okay. 687 exactly.
Yeah,
Yes.
so I can have an exact 13,000 in my inventory.
Ah.
Nice.
My AC is now 18 when using a shield.
Nice.
I refuse to
Your
die.
armor class is
as-
better than mine.
I refuse to die as a healer.
Your armor class is better than mine.
Clerics have a surprisingly higher amount of AC, I've learned.
It's because they're wearing generally higher medals at the cost
Oh,
of...
no, wait, I just remembered you need proficiency. I only have proficiency with up to medium armor.
So never mind.
We lied.
Nah, it's alright. I'll just take half plate.
It's all George's fault, blame him. Just kidding.
That's okay, I'll take half plate for 750 gold instead. Wait, let me see.
So how do I
need
how
to
do
do
I
math, hold
attune
on.
to the boots?
So you have to spend half an hour
Oh,
with them.
okay, I'm doing that right now.
Okay. Yeah, so basically
She's
it's like
taking them off in the shop and putting whatever she was wearing off and then putting her feet in the boots.
Hey, y'all cool if I spend the rest of my money to upgrade my armor instead?
It's your money, bro.
You're right. Okay.
Or
do I want to no longer have disadvantage on stealth? And just keep the same AC?
Up to you, dude.
How stealthy are you ever going to be?
It's
What's my dexterity?
Your
+1?
life.
I'm just saying,
Nah.
we have a master stealthman here in this party.
Alright,
And it
I'm
is
going to spend
probably not gonna ever be you.
750 gold pieces to do half plate.
okay.
Do you have 750 gold?
I do. I have 755.
Hey, look at that. You are feeling the pain that Kalia was feeling for like the past month
If it
of the
means
adventure.
I die less. Yeah, and that gives me 16
It
AC.
means I die less.
I don't like the way you phrase that, because now I'm afraid our cleric's going to be the next one to die, and that's not going to be a good thing. Oh, speaking of which, does this dude have healing potions? We're not spending anything else other than essential items like healing potions.
Yep, sounds good to me, honestly.
Yeah, he's got 2 potions of greater healing.
How much
I
do
now
those
need to
cost?
redraw my character, because I don't know what they look like anymore.
It's a good question.
Okay.
Sorry for the shopping episode in the
No,
middle
we
of
need-
the random
We
episode
just
of
got
randomness.
money, we need a shopping episode.
Those are 100 gold each.
Oh, heck yes. That is 200 gold out of Kalia's inventory, so Nizintor can keep his perfect inventory.
I now have 18 AC.
Wow.
Nice.
Assuming I use a shield, but I have literally no reason to do anything two-handed.
Cool.
Because I'm a spellcaster.
Cool.
Oh, crap. I have to remove the platinum. Alright, okay. That's 20 platinum gone.
5 gold pieces feels nice. I would have had more, but most of it got swiped.
Yeah, your fault.
I immediately was brought to Into the Woods. 5 gold pieces.
5 gold pieces? Gosh. It's been a while since I've seen that movie.
Okay.
The movie's
I
awful.
think this was a beneficial
I will look
addition
up the
to our
Broadway
party.
version. Or
We are
the
ready
theater
to
version.
trek onwards
It's free on
towards
YouTube.
the east
Nice.
of the frozen north.
All right.
We didn't get any sledding dogs or anything. We're just walking.
Oh, did we get sled?
No.
You have not.
It's more money to spend.
if they're under 100 gold pieces, I can pay for that part.
They're probably not.
They're not going to be for
Never
sure.
mind.
Looking at the
what are we
vehicles.
thinking? What are we thinking vehicle-wise?
Vehicles are gonna be expensive.
I mean, I'm proficient in any land vehicle, but
Technically, Kalia is proficient on coasts. So
Okay.
if we follow the coast down to the east, that's something that would help as well.
Okay. What is if our party is traveling, how much is our weight?
That's a lot of weight.
How much?
Well, the bag of holding can hold 500 pounds.
Yes.
And we stuffed that full of 500 pounds worth of coin.
Plus,
But
our
the
own weights.
bag of holding only weighs like 12 pounds.
Oh, that's
it
true.
only
That's
ever
right.
weighs
That's
12
right.
pounds.
I'll say my character probably weighs 250. If everyone probably around 600 pounds. Us three.
You
We
are
have-
not 250.
I'm more than that. Yes.
You are more than that.
400-pound dude. How about that? 400-pound.
I would feel like Kalia would be about 325, and Nizintor would probably be about 275 to 300.
wow.
Probably
How
about
is my character like the least amount of weight?
How about 1,500?
Kalia's
Literally
got
made out of gems.
medium armor that's pretty decently heavy.
Oh, I have medium armor too. I have a breastplate and all that.
And I just
Okay,
And
so
I
plus that, I'd
also-
probably be about 300 then.
Nizintor's 7 pounds and pretty strong, so he's pretty muscular, but carries a lot of crap on him at all times.
Yeah.
Like, legitimately, there are rotting heads in his satchel right now that he's still
I-
carrying around.
I know about that.
A wagon can carry 400 pounds.
Oh, speaking of which, is there a bounty for the West
sled.
Wind
No, there we go.
pirate
Sleds.
captains?
I mean, you
Is
have
there
his head.
Is there a bounty in the frozen north that we could get? Or do we have to wait till we take it back?
Technically, there is no bounty because no one knew what the West Wind was.
Dang it. We're going to have to try to convince someone back at that town that had the West Wind problem to give us a reward for dealing with the West Wind.
What are the beasts of burden of choice? Because we ain't
Wait,
pulling-
sorry, what?
What are the beasts of burden? Because ain't no way we're gonna get enough dogs to carry us.
Well, give me a second here.
We would need like a squad of 20 dogs.
Or we just have to do just our own selves on a
Do they have?
runner.
Hey, they said here that elephants are an option. Can we replace that with a mammoth? And then just say that like that's our thing.
Okay, give me a second here. I'm still looking up dog sleds. You guys want to know what dog sleds were, so I'm looking up dog sleds.
It says here the sleds are 20 GP for 300, and they weigh 300 pounds.
Wait, what?
Sled, 220 GP, 300 pounds. That's how much they weigh, not how much they can carry. Let's pass this over. Take a look.
But that's not specifically like a dog sled.
It's a sled.
That is a sled itself.
Transportation, huh?
Way to confuse Jeremy, George.
Everyone is asking Jeremy too many questions.
There's a lot of questions.
Sorry.
going on.
All right, so what new random topic do we want to talk about while Jeremy's trying to figure out what's going on in his campaign? Because we've just gone off the rails today.
Hey, y'all ever play what games have I played recently?
I just finished Tears of the Kingdom.
Tears of the Kingdom
That's a
is
good
a
one.
good time. That the final boss was really good. I loved
Yeah,
it.
it
to
was
death.
actually like surprisingly pretty hard.
It was pretty hard, yeah.
Well, not the last part, but like
Yeah, the last part
the
was
beginning and
just
middle.
cinematics. It was like this is your victory lap, is what this
yeah,
is.
pretty much.
I've seen a speedrun for Tears of the Kingdom.
Crazy.
They make that last boss look like it's not hard at all.
It's not. It just isn't by a baseline either.
Well, if you know how to, if you're really good at blocking, then that's really not hard at all. I don't really block that much
That's
when
fair.
I'm playing as Link because I'm just like
I never use
Destroy!
The shield. Yeah, I like never use the shield.
See,
This
they
is-
just glitched something, so he like his sword just did like what 100 swords would do of damage in like one shot.
Yeah.
So like literally the boss just melts, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's a lot harder of a fight normally.
I will say when I beat the game, I like beat the 4th dungeon and I'm like I want to just beat the game. And my sister joined me. She's like I want to see what the end of the game looks like. I was not near the end of the game because I thought the end of the game was at Hyrule Castle. No, it's below Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I beat Hyrule Castle. I'm like, wait, that's it? That wasn't it? I did everything else. I beat all the Master Koga things so that he would tell me where it was, and he was like, it's under Hyrule Castle. I'm like, I could have guessed that.
Yeah, I
Go, and I'm like, the entire time, I'm just like, I'm gonna go beat up Ganon, I'm gonna go take his kneecaps, I'm gonna go take his lunch money. Then they actually get to the boss battle, and I'm terrified. And I'm like, never mind, I was trash talking before, I can't do it anymore, I'm sorry, don't kill me.
well, it's hard because when you're down there in the depths, like, you have to be able to have cooked a lot of those sun
The gloom
flower
killing stuff,
things.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because...
so I died the first time, and then I pulled out all of the Zonai, like, cooking things. I had, like, 5 of them in a row, and I'm like, alright, here's some steak.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really cool, though. I really enjoyed that game. I kind of liked it more than Breath of the Wild, so...
That's what I've been hearing. Like, a lot of people are like, it improved a lot on what Breath of the Wild did.
Well, I think that
Has Jeremy reached a consensus? No, he has not.
I have. I just...
Take your time.
My brain.
Take your time.
So we're going to say that a sled is relatively comparable to a wagon. It can hold about the same amount of weight. So a sled would be able to carry all of you and your belongings without any issues.
It's the animals.
You'll have a
that's the
mammoth.
concern. Okay.
You will have a mammoth, but as you're purchasing it from the lady, she does caution you to be careful because mammoths are also used as food sources for a lot of different creatures. So they are domesticated, this one is, but
Is there stuff on it so that, like, if like another human, another Goliath saw it, they wouldn't want to kill it for food? Like, does it have, like, a big saddle on it that's easily seen?
So altogether, you would pay $300. You would get the sled. You would get the mammoth, and it has a kind of harness type of thing that goes around the core of its body that attaches to the sled and everything. So I mean, it's got that stuff so that it can pull it, but that hasn't been known to stop, especially like wild animals.
Yeah. I'm not concerned about the wild animals. I'm concerned about the Goliath tribes that hunt those things.
They have been known to.
Great.
So she just cautions you, that's all.
is there a way to put like a protective spell over the mammoth or something?
What's the barding? What does that mean? Do you know what that means in the handbook?
The what? Barding?
It just says barding. And it says it costs 4 times as much and weighs twice as much as well. I don't know what it means, though.
Where is that?
It's the top one. It says barding. And then underneath it, it's like bit and brittle. I don't know anything about these videos.
Barding is armor designed to protect an animal's head, neck, and chest and body. Any type of armor can be purchased as barding. The cost is 4 times the equivalent armor made for humanoids, and it weighs twice as much.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, it could help.
Well, we can have the mammoth pull us, but we're going to have to make sure there's always a watch on it, because we don't want to get it killed.
Okay.
Good to know. Barding.
Very well. Do we have enough food and stuff for it'll probably take
What
a few
if we
days
buy
of travel, huh?
2 mammoths?
What would 2 mammoths do?
One, in case one does die, we have another as a replacement.
If
the
something comes
replacement
and
dies?
tries to kill one, they're going to try and kill the other.
Yeah, but it's more likely we can at least keep one of them alive.
Let's just take one.
Do you
now.
want to spend the
I'm
other
just
200
thinking
gold?
about
You
it.
would
I'm thinking
you
about
would
it.
deplete this woman's stock of
Let's
mammoths.
just do one. I think we're good.
We're
with
Alright,
good with
we'll
one.
do
We'll
one.
figure it out.
Because you also keep in mind you have to try and find food for the mammoth too,
Fair.
and that's a lot of food.
Do we have? I have how many rations?
So
do I
you
have?
said 300 for all of it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless you want to do barding, then we would have to figure that.
No,
800.
no. We're just going to do 300 for the basics.
Yeah.
It isn't
I
just being
have
cheap
42
right now.
days of rations.
Tree okay.
I think we talked about that one time. Just look at my sheet, like 42 days. Did we do that?
We
I think-
definitely bought rations at one point.
At one
I
point we
remember
bought a
that.
lot.
I think you also
rations.
made rations from something.
That's what it
The
was.
Balgura probably.
I think. I think we decided
just
we're eating the
Eat
Balgura.
the Balgora.
Yeah.
They have some real issues with the Balgora.
I do say at the end of this journey, if the mammoth is still here, we should definitely ration it.
Okay, I'm down.
Okay.
Treefell's mouth is watering because he hasn't had mammoth in a very long time.
He misses the nice tender nature of it as the fat just kind of permeates throughout the entire all the meat, so it really makes for a good treat.
Onward.
Yes, onward.
I think that's where we will leave it for the day, and we will start head towards the east next time.
Okay, how much more gold do we need for the airship?
We're 12,700 right now, so now
Okay,
we need
like another 800, 8,000.
7,300.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
And I'm going
Success.
to completely try to convince people back in that one port town that we took over the West Wind and deserve a reward for it.
Do we have a trophy?
We have the West Wind itself.
No, you don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. It's with the captain.
You left it with.
We left it with the captain.
Yeah, well, as long as he doesn't leave by the time that we get this stuff done and get back there,
Well, we have 3
can
weeks
convince him
then.
to go down.
We have 3 weeks.
We can do this in 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm sad that worship
Go
is so
team.
expensive though, because I would have bought that freaking West Wind, and then we would have had the West Wind.
Go team.
Oh well.
Keep in mind, we would
I
have
also
also
admit-
needed like a crew.
I thought airships would have been more expensive.
And I'm kind of thinking to amend that a bit because they are so rare.
Because I'm thinking they're rare and they're a better form of transport than a warship is.
They're
technically.
faster. They go 8 miles an hour versus the fastest of sea ships is 3.
But I think
Yeah.
in turn, the airships probably have like 0 defenses.
No, you
Yeah.
can definitely build an airship with like giant crossbows on it.
But that would be more
Not-
expensive.
So
Yes, but you
another
can
thing
do
with
it.
airships is you can only hold 1 ton of like stuff versus the others that you can carry like 300 tons of stuff.
Oh, okay.
So you don't have as much actual like, and it doesn't hold as many people.
Yeah, that's fair.
As
But
other
it's still
ships.
quicker.
It's faster.
Yeah.
And that's the whole point to it, right? So if you overload it, it either slows down or it can't get off the ground at all.
Yeah. And if we're going to use it as a part of a passive income thing, I like the fact that it's quicker. And it's going to be more advantageous for us in a straight up ice cream business setting because they're going to have to go to the frozen north a lot. And that's going to be easier to do with an airship.
does the airship fare in cold?
Guess we'll find out.
I'm gonna have to do research on.
We're gonna make
Airships.
Jeremy research
Let's do one thing at a
the
time.
most
How about that?
random crap for the next like
One
3
thing at a
years of his
time. We are
lifetime
going
as
to
he's
go beat up a wolf.
on this campaign.
Oh, Jeremy.